This makes no sense. Let's see if I can go in on the back end and see what's going on. Yep, okay. Yep. Everything says
there you go.
That it's live. So we just had that much of a freaking delay. There we go. That is really annoying. Really, really annoying. Oh well, I don't know. Maybe I'll edit that part out later.
Now we live. Hey y'all.
I swear. As the time draws closer to Loki season 2, I'm telling you, Miss Minutes is in the background
and it's
already trying to sabotage evening, right? Us.
Like it's in the evening, right? The episodes are releasing in the evening? I
think so. And I will be looking forward to
God
them.
bless, because getting up at 4 a.m. let me tell you what, ruined for the rest of the day.
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it at all. Not anymore. I'm getting too old.
No,
can't do it at all.
Not at all.
Hey, Sydney.
Hey. I can't.
All right, friends. So we are here to chat about some more shenanigans in the weave of time. So we start off 20 years in the past.
Yeah, before we even, because this is where it is. This is where I freaked out in my video. And I cut it down. But my initial freak out was like a good 3 minutes. Because Miss Hayley Mills was on the scene. Miss Hayley Mills herself, the Disney princess. You know who Hayley Mills is, right?
No, I don't think so.
The original Parent Trap. The original Parent Trap, 1960.
Oh, wow. Is that who
that was her. That was her.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I looked at that. I was like, I look like Hayley Mills. I know that's not Hayley Mills. Nah. And I heard her talk. No, that's Hayley Mills. And then I instantly went pause.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's her.
The Hayley Mills. I was like, I didn't even know she was still acting. I thought she sat down somewhere. I thought she was chilling. She's like 77, 78.
I mean, she probably did, but
I'm like,
highly likely she's a fan of the story.
I was like, they pulled her in for like 5 seconds.
She came in for a cameo, yep.
Come on. Came in to give scene and but that's what you go ahead and do that, because I just wanted to express my excitement over her. She's my favorite.
No, I understand. Let's see. It says you didn't know we were covering the show. Oh, yes. Do go back and tune in and tell us all of your thoughts as well.
I mean, it's only 1 week left, which is that part.
So, yeah, there's only one more. It's very sad. Jake, what's going on? He's one fan of this episode. Not enough happened in one episode before the finale.
I think enough happened. I agree. I want more.
Yeah, I think it's the way they presented some things.
I want more. I don't like the 8, and I do like seeing her. She was so happy.
Yeah, and this is what Alana was telling us. This was a direct callback to something happened to her about 20 years ago. She used to be kind of awesome and carefree like we were, and yeah, not so much. She learned something, and it changed her whole demeanor. Ever since then. And I forgot that Swan was also a blue Aja back then when they were coming up. So yeah, the head of their color, of their order. She was like, yeah, don't, it's happening. Don't tell nobody.
That makes it even worse.
Y'all know what you got to do.
Y'all are blues. You have the information. You're supposed to gather the information. Y'all need to tell me y'all was just lost and y'all couldn't. I get so frustrated.
The communication blacking. Like, I understand you're a spy, but you're still supposed to be communicating.
Thank you. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, girl.
Too dim around these
but
words.
She got that information. She got a vision that the dragon had been reborn.
That right at that awesome fight we saw where Roose Bolton got his ass kicked and tried to desert, but then he ended up having to adopt a kid along the way.
And she gave us a scene, and then she died, and they were just like, "Oh,
yeah." And like, see, the thing that made me like kind of cringe at it a little bit though is she was feeling all of the labor pains, and probably all of the other pains that woman had from just now fighting 5 dudes and getting stabbed up, but still kicking ass.
Because I assumed that she died. That's what I assumed.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
I assume she died after experiencing what she experienced from this lady.
That was my exact thought.
And then they were like, "Shit, we didn't get no more information."
Yep, no, there is no more information. All you need to know is that he was born. Get on the lookout.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and don't tell anyone.
I
don't have time for it. I hate it. Not because it's like I just feel like, girl, y'all need to hurry up. But I don't.
I'm thinking she's gonna be out by the finale. I don't think they're gonna keep her
because
there.
I'm like, the way the pacing is, it seems like that she might still be in there. They might have just made it in when the season ends, and we got to wait another 1.5 to 2 years,
possibly,
for her to get out.
Yeah, they only showed a little small glimpse of it in the trailer.
So, that's why I was getting confused, because there's so much in the trailer that we haven't even seen yet. I was like, damn, he really pulled from the last episode and was like, here. I'm like, damn, I don't remember seeing any of this.
Oh man. Hey Danny. So. And yeah, I think she's about to get in rough too, because we'll skip ahead a little bit just because she's on.
She had told that lady what was what.
Bitch, I'ma kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that I see, I think right now she's probably my favorite storyline, because in this instance she literally should still be at her weakest, but we can clearly see what's hard for her is fighting to keep the thoughts out of her brain so she can function enough. And when they went through that little test, I thought that shit was great. If you embarrass me, I will make you regret it. And
girl,
okay, cool. And then they went up on the stage. Let's see what this Egwene can do. And the bitch starts siphoning freaking power. She's like, hey,
shh, shut up.
It's getting a little bit hot. Hey, Egwene,
you tell me what to do.
And she was like, you know what? Look,
full on Aries energy. You don't tell me what to do.
Every other one that had went up, they said, "Oh, well, that was." It's like they was patting them on the head, like, "Oh, that was good," but and none of those blasts reached us, and they were. That was a pretty good distance there. Did Egwene reach them? Yes. Did Egwene reach all the way back to the fucking city, away from the training grounds? Boom! Everybody turned around like, "What the?"
Well, I was like, "Ooh."
Well, I was like, "Hey, wait a minute."
Oh, that was loud.
Feeling earthquake going on today.
Hey, Peter.
So yeah, and I don't even think that they know how far that blast went. They just know that every last one of them got their ass handed to them.
Got knocked sideways.
Knocked the hell over it. What's going on? Natural selection. Peter Griffin, what is up?
I can't.
Yeah, I am so looking forward to that, because then the broad she really has it in her head that her and Egwene about to be best friends.
Child, it's so funny.
And this is why Egwene has become my favorite storyline here, man. Now she just looks at her and starts laughing. And again, you can see she's having a fight to keep that defiance out of her brain so she's not immediately blasted. So she's moving her hands slow just to make sure she doesn't pop off and smack this bitch in the face right here. And then she laughs in her face, which I thought was highly petty, and I was here for all of that. Bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
And I enjoyed the stomp off
and she looks so distraught.
Like, girl.
She looked so damn distraught. And I loved every second of it. Egwene is getting on the petty train, and I am here for it. Stay on there, sis. Stay on there.
Big bag of what did you expect?
Right? You really thought this woman you were really just about to curve her like that? No.
Like, oh yeah, like no. I did. I win. I trained her.
Like you really tried and failed to sun her, and nah. What the fuck? Mm-mm. No, she's not. She didn't give a fuck what you're talking about. Mm-mm. She gives not one damn, and I love seeing it. KP, what's going on, brother? Mm-hmm. Luna, welcome back. How are we?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, she's gonna take the stuff that she's learning in there, and she's gonna put it to good use.
Let me find it. I'm gonna go check them scores later. Appreciate that info, bro.
No sports ball.
Yes, he is.
I own sports ball.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me go back here. Let's see what Luna's saying. Gwen's just beginning. Yeah, exactly. And that is what I love about it. Sometimes suffering gets us close to our true abilities, and I think for her, not that I wanted her to be hemmed up in any kind of way, but I get the process of that. Like, she is under extreme duress, and she knows she can't easily get out of here. So what can she do?
Learn
to truly harness your power while you're there, and then fuck everybody up on your way out.
Yep, and then take it back to the White Tower and be like, I'm done with these dishes. A bitch is done with these dishes.
I will be doing no more dishes this year or next.
Let me go to the arches.
Right, exactly. Go back and take me to the arches.
I will be right back.
Yep. Exactly.
But
and I am looking forward to that. I'm really, really looking forward to that.
And I was looking up that actress. I'm not sure if she goes by she or they, but looking her up on IMDb, I was like, who is this?
Which one?
Like, the girl who plays
the chick that's playing Rena.
Yeah,
I feel like I've seen her before. I can't.
It doesn't help me if you look her up on IMDb and look at the picture that's available for her. I was like,
is there? Do they give a movie title or anything that she was in before?
I think it was like bit parts. Hold on, let me look real quick. Because her hair is cut like really, it's like a boy style. Hold on.
She did hella disturb that little cat's nap.
That cat was
absolutely mad. That cat looked up like, what the fuck?
That cat hit the strongest.
I am sleeping over here.
Like, bitch. Oh my god, scare. Like, you a scare. You a scare me.
Got up like he was about to challenge somebody to a duel. How dare you?
Let's see. How many episodes has she been?
Absolutely.
Like 3?
That was definitely my fave as well. Three or 4, I think. You know what? Here, I'm just gonna do this. Right, and that's the thing that really got me is Loyal turned around the actor that plays Loyal, I think, is very, very good at showing emotions with his eyes and just how the look on his face. He turned around. He said, "Okay, wait a minute, hold on, that shit's not normal."
I sent it to you.
He was on the task, so he couldn't actually stop and analyze the things there.
I sent you the IMDb to your phone.
Okay.
So you can see the picture because I was just shooketh and shooketh and shooketh.
Let's see what we got over here. Also, thank you folks for coming through. Fallout. Is Fallout supposed to be like that adaptation for Fallout?
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming out next year, I think.
For the game?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, yeah, I don't think I recognize.
Looks like a completely different person.
But yeah, I get the look.
I like the look. But I'm like,
it works. It works for her.
I'm like, what? That's why I'm like, maybe they go by they. Very
possible.
Very ambiguous.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see how the things come out.
Because I'm like, listen, I'll be ready to punch this bitch.
She's doing a great job at her role. Ooh. Like, we're not. I mean, this obviously isn't a character that we're supposed to like.
I know. That's why I'd be like, every time I see this bitch, I'd be like, I'm gonna punch you. So if I see her fall, I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna punch
in the face. In the face.
Mouth.
You don't even have to say anything to me. Don't even look at me.
Right in the lips mouth. Like, ain't nobody got time. But you know what I really like about this episode? I don't know why, but Lanfear. Did you see her power pantsuit?
Son, look, I know what is in my notes. I've specifically put a note in here about her. Like, the drip is dripping. Okay, why the fuck is this villain styling so much? You know what she remind me of? Christina from Lovecraft Country.
Yeah,
drip just flowing off her shoulders. Like, what the you did not go to the breakout ops mission.
Come on.
in your full garb
Garb.
of royalty.
She had the
what
coat
the fuck?
with the shoulders. She had shoulder
with
pads.
the
She was
shoulder
like,
shit all sewed in and tucked in all nice. Like, goddamn.
and she was like, I didn't even want to, like, I'm back to doing this shit again. This
Right
is
out to
stupid.
3,000 years, and here I am doing this fuckboy bullshit again. Fine. Boom.
Listen, natural selection. Evil got money, honey. They got money.
Bruh.
Many monies. Mm-hmm. But I enjoy her in this cast, and I'm like, I'm gonna need her to stay for another 2 or 3 seasons because I enjoy her.
I don't see her going anywhere. From what I gather, she is going to be a very important character.
Yeah, I'm just like,
so I'm looking forward to that. But since we pulled up Loyal, let's go to his brief storyline in here. You know, he's going around like he's, you know, got no rebelliousness in him, and we know he does. We know
he's just collecting information.
But he's biding his time and collecting information right now. Also on his own little Black Ops side quest, because we find out that, you know, not only is he doing a stellar job blending in and going with the flow, but he is also on the espionage, getting shit done for the Brown Naja behind the scenes.
Yep.
And I love to see it.
Yep.
Like that right there just lets you know everybody is still on their game. They just got to take very different routes.
Everybody except for Nynaeve. Bless her heart.
I wrote a note about that shit too.
Bless her
Wait,
heart.
hold on. Somebody else just came in. Kareen, hello.
Hi, Kareen.
Welcome.
Yeah, there's
the whoever is doing her costuming, they got that. They need at least an honorable mention, if not
her and Ishmael. They be looking fly all the time. Sir ma'ams.
Every this is damn it, all roads lead back to Thrones. This is like the freaking what's my boy's name? Why can't I think of his name? Corlys. Corlys. This is when they entered the wedding feast with freaking Ishmael and Lenford just dripping all of the high class nobility.
All eyes on me. Thank you so much.
Seriously.
Yes, Nynaeve is trying, but I'm gonna need her to still get on the game. She got to be quick with the update. Every single time Elaine says something, she'd be like, "Ma'am, you ain't got no plans. Your plan can't be to run up in there."
That's exactly why I put the note that on her that I did. And Nynaeve really needs to learn to accept help. She's trying to go about all these things the same exact way. Never mind how much evidence we have that those things don't always work.
And if they do,
it's by the skin of your teeth. And we
just go through the front door.
Girl, look, no, what we're gonna do is listen to me and what's going on here. We done this shit your way, okay? It didn't work, so pay attention to what I'm doing, and please try to actually listen this time, because like we could have got past this, but you wanted to fuck around and do some other bullshit, and now we have to go save Egwene. Maybe if you hadn't done that before, we wouldn't even be here. None of the three of us would have been here.
Listen, it just lets me know that she is not going to be blue. She is not going to be brown. She is not going to be, well, she might be yellow. But right now, I know for sure she's not blue or brown. Because blue or brown takes patience.
No, Nynaeve, yeah.
It takes patience.
Blue
you have to be able
brown,
to gather intelligence. You have to be able to
and do it quickly and so objectively.
So I'm like, man, you can't.
She does not have any stealth. She has like -5 stealth in the game.
No, right now she's really moving like a red or, well, I don't even know, because I feel like green is strategic. I feel like green is like, okay, let's play.
Green, I think green is way more strategic. She could be a very good green object, because we've already seen she's about that life. She can do that.
If she learns to pay attention to and use the information around her to make better decisions to get in and out. Without
being the straight, narrowed vision that she always has at a task like that. That doesn't. That may have worked in the Two Rivers, but it's not working in the rest of the world, baby. You got to adjust.
And you got to adjust. The red is still sneaky and stealthy. The red is also sneaky, and they got to gather information, and they got to slide in and bust you in the back of the neck and then drag you off.
Right, like they're almost like the assassin hit squad of the Aja. If the green are the battle Aja, that's what the red Aja are. And again, I'll pull it back up. When she was in the Arches, we did see her wearing red. And they made it a point to have one of the warders tell her not to join red. So she might end up on there.
Well, I feel like that's a warning from the archers too. Like, listen, if you were red, this is all the shit that's going to happen to you. Don't do that. Don't choose the red.
We will lose the war. Like, legit. Like, you are too important. She's too important of a cog in the wheel to be in the wrong color. And red would not, it just wouldn't be good. No, it's enough really to throw a whole monkey wrench in the plan of the light winning this war. So
I think that was more of a warning. But I'm just like, I wish Nynaeve would just slow the fuck down. I know she wants to get Egwene. I understand that. Absolutely. But running in there and getting yourself collared, hey JD, getting yourself collared helps no one. Like, they already have a goal, and you can't break out of that. They get Nynaeve. Nah. It would be all frigging over. It would help her in the long run control her abilities and stuff, but Nynaeve's about to die. She about to be. We're not reaching. We're gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna be. Gonna die of dehydration. And speaking of the freaking collars and whatnots, this is another thing that kind of pisses me off about these people and how they enslave women that can channel. You bitches don't even have no actual power. The only reason you can even siphon off the little bit that you do is because you're taking it from someone else. You have that little device on your wrist. Without that, you assholes are nothing. And you want to look at them like they're lesser? I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know like all the finer details about their people. The collars, they only work on people who can channel the one power, right? Or is it like, I believe so. Okay, because I wasn't sure if a regular person can have a collar on them. JD, correct me if I'm wrong. He said they can channel. Okay, so thank you. That's what I was wondering. What is it exactly that they need these women for then? Is it just to siphon more power at that time? Or just to get more power whenever they need it? Because that just seems absurd. Like, if they already have their own power, why is this system in place? Look. I would listen. Say it again for the people in the back. Listen. Like, say it again for the people in the back. There's no question there. There's absolutely no question there. I've had many a time having to call the banners and me being one that was called to go handle some shit. So yeah. Okay, what is that? They hide their powers so they don't get collar. So they can channel. So they all can channel. But so is the person in charge that came up with this system, does that person know that they can also channel? Because this seems very everybody should be in the collar. That's what it sounds like. Hypocritical, right? So why are they not in a collar also? That's very strange. That's very strange. But people that do dumb shit like this don't always employ logic that the rest of us will understand. So yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure. Okay. Because I was wondering how they even got that on in the first place. Right, Corinne. That's kind of along the lines that I was thinking there. Yeah, they were using them to cipher their battery power. Yeah. Because since they got that lady all hemmed up in the collar now, she got her whole breastplate on. Can they use her to go through the gates? Because they're gonna have to get through the gates somehow. They have to get through the gates. I think that's right now. Goal. Yeah. Trying to figure out a plan to get through. So all women have the ability to channel, but most don't try or know that they can. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm just like very interesting. Yeah, they definitely have not explained any of that at all. So I wonder if that will become a plot point or a pinpoint at any given time. I would assume with what's going on right now. They did say that. With the system. Was it nice to die? Okay. Yeah. There was a hint of something towards that, but they didn't go into it fully. Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, thank you for bringing that back up. Natural. Yeah, because I'm just like, that's why I appreciate Nynaeve. I get her intent, but making it through those gates is going to be the biggest hurdle because
that is priority number one.
Did he say that they kill or stop?
They stop anyone that even gets what is like 100 feet or something of it. So you can't even
if you're not a Soldom, right?
Yeah, you can't even just casually walk up to the gate or walk by the gate to do anything. No, you're just not. You're not allowed to even get that far. So that's everything. The ruse has to be perfect and flawless. We can't get to the gate and somebody start popping off and it's left to Elaine or whoever is going to be in charge handling it, and you just go off script because you want to hurry up and get past this. That can't happen here because everyone will end up dead. And Nynaeve, she really needs to learn how to calm herself down.
I can't figure out a way for them to to wrap this up with it by the end of the next episode. At least like this storyline by the end of the next episode. I can't figure out. I don't think they do. I honestly don't think they do, because right now they don't even have a plan to get in.
No, I think they have a plan.
No, because even with what's the plan? To pretend to be the other chick and to walk them through?
You didn't watch the trailer? I don't remember if you watched trailers or not. Okay. I forgot.
Not for these.
Okay, well they do have a plan. I mean, well, even here they do have a plan. They still have
the plan is to have them pretend to be a Soldom and walk up in there, or have one of them to pretend. That's the dumbest.
How else are they going to get close?
Exactly. That's the dumbest.
That is literally the only way. Short of
who is teaching them commands and how to use it.
Okay, it wasn't shown, and because you don't watch trailers, I will zip my mouth. Don't put it in the chat, y'all. Don't spoil it for her if you've seen the trailer.
I'm like, child, I can't. But if they do that, I'm like, then they are rushing it. In fact, but it's okay. I just want her out of there, and I want her to blow that shit up on the way out.
I am very hopeful that she will be out before the finale is over. There is a plan in place.
Like, they won't penalize her if she lights people on fire, right? Like that tree. Like the Aes Sedai won't be mad at her if she do that, right? It's not a negative mark. Like, it's not one of those, right? Because I'm burning everybody on the way out.
Every single person. Everyone except Renna. Renna, I would be very tempted to just knock over the head and take with me so I can have some extra time with her. Like, death by out. Let's take it back to Hita's commands in the 100. You are sentenced to die by 1,000 cuts.
No, I'd rather bury that bitch with her head sticking out of the sand.
With right there on the edge of the beach, and when the high tide comes in, maybe you can hold your breath.
Like, bitch, get it. Jump. I can't. Like, I'm bitch. And I'm gonna walk away.
Oh man.
Give you some crabs from the House of the Dragon. Do some of that. Like, I don't.
The things that will be going on there. Now let's pick back up with basically everyone is coming together. You know, the Amblin seat has now arrived for her meeting that she calls with Moraine, and outside is Alana with her two warders, and they see the brown Aes Sedai sister. What is it? Vidal? Is that her name?
I think so. Something starts with a V, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. They see her going off and say, well, you know, one of us should follow her. And Alana's like, hello? No. Yeah, I understand there might be, one of those creatures in the city, but that's why I don't want you going. We all need to be connected. Right, exactly. This is the part in the horror movie where we're not supposed to separate. So what are you doing?
And I like how they had that discussion. With no words.
They do have a discussion, and it does end up being 2-1. So she lets the dude go. It's like, all right, fine. Go ahead, do your thing. Be careful. Do not make me have to come rescue you.
But I'm glad they did, because otherwise they wouldn't have had the information. Now they got the information.
Varen, thank you.
Yep. And then we had, before Varen walked off, we had Cho. Her name's gonna be Cho. All right.
Cho.
Her name's going to be Cho from Harry Potter. Cho.
That is not Cho Chang.
We've had this discussion.
Damn it! I was just.
We've had this discussion.
We did have a discussion about somebody. I thought it was another character that we had talked about, but yeah. It just
Cho gave her the map, the old gear map, and was like,
yes. Oh, girl, you know what? I thought you were talking about the second in command.
Oh no. This was still before Varian went off. Cho gave her the map, and she was like, okay,
she did come up,
and then they were like,
sneakeries. So tell me what's been going on, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you haven't been read into this just yet, this part of the play, because too many people are on this already, and there's too many enemies around. So calm down.
Yeah, like here, just take this little.
And you know what? Yeah, I'm good with that too. What? Somebody remind me, was Cho Ravenclaw or Gryffindor? Because I want to say she was Ravenclaw.
I want to say she was Ravenclaw too.
And if she is, because I like pulling universes together, it makes sense that she would be a Brown Aja. Because Ravenclaw,
she's Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw more than any of the other houses, you will find them in the library because they must know everything so they can ace them tests.
Yep, she was Ravenclaw.
That is the mentality of a Ravenclaw. So that makes so much sense. I love that.
Yep. So I'm like, they passed her that map, and she went to go investigate the situation as she should. And then they followed her. So I'm glad that they got the information, because once again, it's about sharing. This is why I was so mad at Moraine the entire time. You could have prevented all of this if you'd just let people in. You didn't have to tell them everything soup to nuts. You could have gave them the Reader's Digest version. You could have gave them the Cliff Notes.
Facts.
Listen, some serious shit is popping off. We got 2 of the 4 two. They're here. They're on this plane. One of them is actually in Rand's dreams. Like,
right, left and right, punch him in the back of the head, and also Rand in his damn dreams. I will get to that in a second, but 2 things to handle real quick. Go back to the meet cute with Nynaeve and Elaine and Brother Book. Mm-hmm. I will say I did chuckle a bit when, Nynaeve is basically Meriadoc talking to the Ents. He trying to be hasty. Loyal goes through his things because he recognizes that's the heir to the throne right there. And she's like, yeah. Your name sings in his ears. Next.
Like, come on.
I just thought that was I thought that was masterfully done. It gave me a chuckle, and I loved it. And the professor is in the house, y'all. Lady Diligence has joined the chat.
She'll be right back.
She will return in a second.
Yeah. So, what were you talking about? And I just he kept trying to do all these long, the whole titles, and she was like, "Okay, what do we do? We got to go in there."
And you can see him just side eyeing, like, "Don't be hasty, Master Meriadoc. Don't be hasty."
And she was like, "Can we get them out? Can we go in there?" He was like, "No, girl,
no, Roger,
right? Hell no, we can't go in there."
Like, are you crazy? Do you have a death wish? I thought you came here to save people.
No, we can't go in there, girl. No, they are stopping anybody within 100 feet,
bruh.
No,
bruh. Also, I just want to give appreciation to my lovely chat, because we be up on these fandoms. I love that so many of y'all remembered absolutely that she was in Ravenclaw. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that.
Hufflepuff.
That does not surprise me one damn bit. Does not surprise me one bit. Did you ever take the test? Sidebar. Did you ever take the test where, what would be your dual house? If you were,
no, I never did that one. I did that one, and I did my Patronus, which I can't remember.
I think I want to say my Patronus is a white stag.
I can't remember my Patronus, but I know I'm
one of the
two in this game.
Hufflepuff. That's why the head of their house on the teacher's ranks is the herbologist. I'm just saying, it's a reason. It's a reason their room from everybody else is right next to the damn kitchens. You know what the hell they be doing? They probably throw the best parties.
Listen, I got time for it. You gotta get it together.
I am Gryffindor with very strong Ravenclaw tendencies. So I don't know. Y'all let me know. You've known me for years. Some of y'all in the chat. let me know if y'all think that's fitting, because that's what Pottermore told us.
We're the great.
All right, so we get through the things with Brother Book, and they're going through the plan, and Elaine is taking charge here, and I like this, and it's worth noting, Nynaeve is not fighting her too much on this. Mm-hmm. So that shows me that she's learning, she's beginning to get past herself. She really was just the only one in her own way.
Honestly,
it looks like she's growing from that.
I mean, I like it, but grow faster.
just like you want him to wrap up all of his greetings.
I need you to grow a little faster.
Yeah, you need to grow too.
Because not being in your own way needs to be more like active participation in the situation ahead.
Exactly.
Because it's going to take both of you, and you can't balk anytime if something were to go down and she was like, you need to run to the left, you can't be looking at her like,
are you sure? Do I need to go to the right, or do I actually need to go down? Like, are you sure about that?
Fine. We don't have
time. And then everybody, by the time you ask your second question, Nynaeve, everyone's dead.
Especially
or maimed.
She can't channel right now unless it's under extreme duress. So
hey y'all,
she's literally in a Egwene spot. Or Egwene's old spot right now.
You said what, B?
I was jumping in to make noise and let y'all know I'm back. Come back.
Okay.
Okay. Go back. Turn you're a little low in my ear. Can you turn your mic volume up?
I always have audio issues, man.
No.
Oh, girl, we had them too before we got on.
Like right before she got on, her volume was cut. Like it was her mic was dead. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's real, YouTube. Can you
come on?
I mean, look, right. The stream didn't even want to start when we hit start. It was absurd. But welcome, Lady Diligence. I'm so glad that you're able to make it for this one. And hold on, let's see. Natural the female side of the one power means letting go, which is hard. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Well said. Well said. So BB, just to catch you up, we're still in the beginning setups. So what are your thoughts so far as the new plan that's coming in, where Nynaeve is finally listening and taking direction properly from someone? Her and Elaine's side quest with Brother Book and the Brown Aja, Cho Chang over here helping to run the Black Ops also. So come on.
I have a lot of thoughts. Like I have many thoughts that I have started scripting videos that I'm gonna start releasing on Friday. Like
please and thank you.
Got me. Like this.
You see
me.
Shook up.
Y'all remember I've been stressing her about doing this since we was doing House of the Dragon, right? And now it's happening.
She did. And I was like, whatever, I'll be around.
So happy.
And y'all know I love Game of Thrones, but this right here, this is a whole nother level of like, oh my gosh, y'all know I love history. Okay.
Yep.
And once you get into slavery and the colonization and like the invasion of people, like all these and migrationary movement, that's it. That's how
Lady D will break that shit down like a fraction for y'all quickly.
They got me. They got my nerd ass. And no, they did. They pulled it fast. And I feel like this, for me, this was the best episode of the season so far. For me, this was the best episode of the season. And it's because so many things came to either a resolution or a head or a clear direction of where things are going.
Where it's going.
Right? Mm-hmm. First off, I want to give a high five and a big kudos to my main man, Land the Clever, over there, figuring out the Moraine had not been stilled, but instead was shielded, because he reads books and he knows history and he mad old, so he was able to help her with that. Like, and I was excited because it was like, yo, like the brain that you would have to have, like that's the water, like you're good job on you. High five to Lanfear, because this episode with her walking through the
drip,
the listen, bruh, her walking through that. No, for real, her walking through the little the village or whatever. I was like,
that was a whole photo shoot.
I was like, if you bitches can't tell this bitch from the future, I don't know what to tell y'all. If y'all can't look at her and clearly tell she from the future, you ain't supposed to be here. Why did you miss this? I was like, oh no, I'm feeling
you're not supposed to be here.
Like, she was like, it's been 3,000 years and I'm still blowing.
And I'm still doing this
exactly.
shit.
not moving anything but her lips and her hands. Like, this is some
Lady D, did you watch Lovecraft Country when it was out?
I did. I definitely did.
Does she not remind you of Christina?
Who's Christy? Which one is Christina?
The blonde one.
Oh, the white girl with the blonde.
Yes.
Blonde. Yes, please. Christina had all the damn drip. You hear me?
All of it.
It was the whole faucet. Yeah.
All of it.
All of it. We wanted to bathe in that drip. Please, no. She was well dressed, very well manicured. Like, listen. Yeah, no.
And it was never proven, but that's why I always thought that she has time travel powers, because I'm sorry, you're not finding those styles in the US in that time at all.
In that time. Perhaps maybe that is what it is. But Lanthier, like, oh my gosh, like Sydney, like she was like, just amazing. Her coming to break out Rand was an awesome scene. But kudos to Rand, right, for working his water brain, right, and saying, okay, politically, movement wise, like, if y'all want me here, y'all show as hell don't want me here, right? Enemy of my enemy is my friend type of thing. We see what's happening with Lanthier, like whether there'll be a scene or whatever is going on. So I thought that was great. Additionally, it's a whole bunch of stuff in between, but I want to keep talking. But the biggest thing, like for me, was last week we spoke about Egwene, and we said,
come on,
I don't think Egwene is broken. I think Egwene is thirsty. Remember, AK was like, I think she's thirsty. I was like, you think that?
I know she was thirsty. She had to figure out how to turn that shit off.
She was for a hot second. However,
she was thirsty.
We see she is on her game, and I'm so looking forward to this.
I'm feeling her because, like, here's the thing, right? When you saw, like, and I've seen other channels and they were like, oh, she's broken, her spirit is truly broken. And I'm like, yeah, your people was not like descendants of enslaved. What she's doing right now is called
she's
survival.
biding her time.
And because it's magic, she literally got to the point of like complete dehydrate, like I'm going to die because I don't have any water. She got to that point, and at that point, her body, everything about her is screaming, "I need water!" more than her sentient mind is saying, "Bitch, I'm gonna kill you." And that's all that was. Like that is all that was. And to watch Egwene sit there and homegirl like, "Yeah, you're gonna shine brighter than da da da," and Egwene's like, "Yo, like, what?" No,
bitch, you don't even know. Watch this.
All I could feel was like, now ladies, I don't know, like, right, straight ladies, and for ladies that love other ladies, I hope you don't have to go through this crap, but you probably do because people are shit. But it's called gas. No, it's just true. It's called gassing, right? Like straight up gassing. Like you'll be talking to a dude or whatever else. He done put down the good D, and now you're getting gassed. You have to believe in the fables and the lies and the whatever else while he shows you off the people. And that is what it seemed like to me. When the Soul Dom took control of Egwene last episode, right? And she had Egwene look out at the tree and grow the tree. I was like, yo, Egwene, is you feeling something? You look like you feeling something that may be involuntarily pleasurable there. Like what? She was just like, the way she looked at her, like, yo, did you just touch my boob? Like it was a whole facial look. Like, I'm telling you, go back to that scene, y'all.
No, you're absolutely right. I think that right there was the actual point to where she was like, okay, this is what they was talking about with controlling it at will. I honestly was waiting for her to like tap into her tree beard powers and have them roots grow all the way up under that damn prison and kill that bitch right there.
And break her. But it was that didn't happen for me. Because the fact that you can do that you can give them pleasure and pain, right? Like that to me now, this is like some sort of BDSM, like there's a sexual relationship here. There's an unwanted sexual relationship here. So you're stripping away their power, you're stripping away their autonomy. I'm like, yo, this is rape. This is a literal embodiment of what rape is. That is what this is. Like, this is crazy. This is,
in like every sense that you can, physically, emotionally, psychologically.
Because I couldn't pinpoint why when she was talking to Egwene, it was just making me irritated and uncomfortable. I was just like, bitch, shut up. Like, I don't know why, but I don't like it. And it makes sense now because the way she was trying to talk to her so sweet and like, we can do this together. If you just allow me to like, and then I'm just like,
basically just like she's creepy as fuck.
I don't like it. And that's why I don't like it, because it is kind of sexual. It is kind of sexual relationship. And I'm so glad that Egwene is actually using what she is pushing through her to learn how to manipulate her powers more. Because when they did that big explosion, that was Egwene being like, okay, so now I get to put all this shit together and blow this shit out. I'm gonna air this shit out with this. She was like, okay, all right.
I thought she was trying to kill her.
Look, test number 2. How much
penalty?
That's what I was thinking.
I didn't think she was trying to kill her. What I did think is that she was absolutely about to show off, because just to call in, and we didn't mention it earlier, Meeks, but I just remembered as B was talking. One of the things she said when they were called on and they were walking up there, she's like, now we're about to show everybody how powerful, how bright your light is, and that light is mine. Bitch. And then what happened? Yeah, you got the power. You got more power than you wanted, and you told her to stop repeatedly, and she was like, nah, bro. Nope. Nah, you about to catch this smoke. You about to catch this smoke.
The only freedom that she has. Like, the only freedom, and what's trippy, because their emotions are tied. So Egwene felt her getting scared.
Hey, Mother Rome.
Because she doing it.
I think she only spoke. She was only speaking because we as the audience needed to hear her in distress. That was it. Yeah. But yeah, it was very clear what Egwene was going to do from the very beginning, and the delusion that this chick is living under, I don't get it. I really don't.
Yeah, I'll give her a very hearty.
So she thought she was about to gas her and take her to the party, and she was going to be cool, and she wasn't. She straight flipped the script, made a scene at the club.
Come on, you had to take her home,
and now you taking her home,
and then laughed in her face.
Yeah, come on.
Laughed in her face when they got back to the spot. Bitch, I'm gonna kill you. Just, I really want you to remember that. I really want you to remember that. Please, thank you.
No, she said her name first. She was like, I can't even remember what her name is. She was like,
Renna.
Yeah, she's like, Renna. And she just waited, paused.
Like, what?
And Renna's like, yes, Egwene, please say something great. I'm so ready to bond. And Egwene was like, bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
No, come on.
I busted out laughing so hard when she said that. I said, that's my bitch. That's fucking right, Egwene. Get that broad. And I hope she fucks everybody else up as she's running out of that place, and her and Nynaeve and Elaine leave that shit in flames.
Hilarious.
Oh, I think they will. I think they will definitely getting out. And I also think that when it comes to Egwene and Nynaeve and
excuse me,
the daughter heir, when they're coming up out of it, y'all see how Egwene is like, and they know they got a sitter of a blue Aja right next to her and all that. They're not about to just walk in there and be like, okay, Egwene, we straight, let's go. About to wreck shop. They're about to be in there wrecking.
They got to get the yellow Aja out because she just got in there.
Not even that. Not even that, but I think Egwene is also going to make them take baby girl from season 1 that we saw that was getting ready to go on that Black Ops, the blue Aja that's in the cell next to hers.
Oh yes, she's definitely going.
So they got to get them, and there's probably some other Aja that are in there that they need to take.
Didn't they say at the beginning with the yellow Aja? Didn't she say that there was 1 that was taken and 2 that was killed, or was it 2 that was taken and 1 that was killed?
It was something like that.
1 that was taken, and that person that was taken was the sitter for the blue Aja.
The blue Aja, yes, yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if there was any other person that she mentioned in there before she herself got up in that bitch.
Yeah, and
that's 2 people they got to get the fuck out of there.
And I think there were already before then.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was about to say, because the blue Sedai, she only went out there because they were getting reports back of people disappearing, like whole ships and their people being on those ships. So it's interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Yes, I know, bruv. You know you won't be on here for the finale with us. Absolutely. I know JD has thoughts. And y'all, if you haven't yet, go check out his channel. He's been doing some shorts reviews for the season thus far. And he's got some other cool Nerd Speak things on there too. So check him out. Link already down below.
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay, so that actually catches us up. That catches us up, B, from what we talked about when you got here. So let's skip to I think let's just get everything with Perrin, and I forget the awesome Aiel lady's name. I think it starts with an A.
Avi
is it Avi Ara? Avi sounds more familiar. Yeah,
I think it's like Avienda or something like that. Hold on, let me look.
Something like that. Yeah, but we see them. They're like in some random desert going around, and I saw the chick. Avienda. Okay, I saw the chick when the camera panned over, and Perrin. I mean, she was well blended in, but you can still see there was a whole person there. And Perrin speaks on it, and she looks like,
uncovered.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that wasn't enough camouflage.
You see her? Oh, look, you be looking.
Oh, wow, you have better eyes than other wetlanders. Yeah, most people don't even see us when we're under their feet.
Like, yes, I can see that bitch right by the rocks.
I can also smell her because I'm half dog.
Come on, by the blocks.
Seriously. And I really like her character.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for what she's already shown us, but then once we meet these other Aiel ladies, we go to a funeral, basically, and we see that something happened. Wow, and that's why she was captured on that mission, and it was the person whose funeral we're at is the one that basically caught something when somebody was going at her on her backside, and she didn't see it. So because she died for her, she had to take that ass whooping that came with it. And I think we saw enough to where we could see that she was doing that willingly. But of course, Perrin is always going to Perrin, and this is his friend now, so he's trying to step in. But the other chick comes up and say, hey, not today. Mm-hmm. And Hopper is over there going off. I think they could have done a little better, because it kind of seemed a bit out of sequence of how it was. But they both had to stay, and then she explained later it was my fault that she died. So yeah, that was my what was it called, the toe? Mm-hmm. I think toe. Yeah. So that was her toe to that person. Yeah. So we didn't get a whole lot about the lore with Aiel men.
I do have a question because of what she said when they were walking to the city, and she was like, "It's a river." That river wasn't there before. The way she said it, she was like, "Oh my gosh, it's water." Yeah, like, was it not there before?
Water doing there.
Yeah. Like, wait. Where's my note on that? When they're explaining this is the outskirts of Falme, I think Falm is how they discovered it and said, wait, that's water. Why is there water here? Yeah. And my note was everything was peaceful until the Water Nation attacked. And if you're a fan of Avatar or Last Airbender, then I'm so done then you get that line.
I know it, but I haven't seen it. It's on my list. I know. Just shut up. I don't want to hear it.
Well, watch the cartoon. Don't fuck with that movie. It was stupid.
I would never. What the fuck? Okay. I would never.
I mean, what the fuck was that? I mean, y'all.
I would never.
No, for real.
That literally is a whole stream for another day.
That is Dragon Ball Z all over again, or Dragon Ball the movie. Get out of here.
We don't speak of that travesty. Nope. It doesn't exist. Nope. Back to these comments though. It was the ocean. They live in a desert. Yeah. They're far.
Oh, okay, that's what I was confused. From where water is. Right. If that was new, or if they were just like, bitch, look at all this water. So I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that water is not supposed to be there at all.
It's not?
No.
Holy shit. Do you have a map or something?
I don't want to do it. I
don't believe I saw.
I was going to try to Google it, but then I know my Googling would find stuff.
Yeah, you might find more than you actually wanted to be spoiled on. Yeah, I don't have a map, but I took that judging from what
Kareem.
we
hit the hold on. I can't do it.
I see it.
Okay. So because I'm looking at Palm now.
The water was caused by Sanchin's attack at the end of that's right. That's exactly what I was thinking it was. Because remember, that's how we wrapped season 1 was the Water Nation attacking. Mm-hmm. And now we know the name of the next city that would be closest to those shores. That's Falm. Okay, wait. So it is next to the ocean, but the ocean was literally in it. I didn't think that it meant that you could see ocean waves coming up to the city like that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It's how close. When you say next to it, how close? Because
it's
those Aiel ladies, those Aiel ladies are very certain that the water isn't supposed to be nowhere near that close to the city. So that's why I took it as that had something to do with what happened at the end of season 1.
It's crazy.
So I don't know, Will
stuck in these maps again.
Listen, I'm clicking and clacking over here like wait, click.
Yep. Let the historian do her work.
Why do you want me to do this? All right, give me 5 minutes. I'll be back, guys.
Do you think? No, because for parents' parts, parent and for the Aiels of the episode, that was basically their one shot in the episode. So let's see, another short one we could go ahead and wrap up is Matt going in for this meeting with Ishmael, and
I'm confused.
Confussed on some of the things. I think is a little too light.
Like, what are we doing?
I don't know, JD. Maybe you could break down a little bit of that for us without being extra spoilery. I don't know what exactly is going on there and why he's giving Matt like the mushroom acid lace tea, so he have this random vision about where he came from. I don't think Matt has any questions about where he came from.
Oh, you got something, B?
What'd you say?
Yeah,
what you got?
they need so the wheel is all recurring, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like all of this stuff that has happened again. All right.
Yeah.
So if y'all are the best friends of the dragon, like how they were saying, some of y'all need to go dark. If not all of y'all, in order for us to win this bad boy. So y'all need to convince Matt, little half good, half badass, that he's completely all bad. And so what I think is that they picked out past versions of himself off the wheel that were bad. Right? Because like think about it, like it's an infinite amount of time that the wheel has gone. You're gonna tell me that infinitely he's been bad every single turn of the wheel? Every single turn of the wheel he's been bad? Or is
it hasn't been. And I tell you why I know it hasn't been. It's because JD and also Daniel Green, they both said multiple times that the way they're showing Matt here is not a good parallel for his book counterpart at all. So I am still interested in seeing where they take it. I want to see the vision on it, but as insufferable as we thought Matt was, really we thought everybody was insufferable in season 1, and some of them still are. That doesn't mean he's necessarily going to just always be dark. And I think here, I'm hoping this means that there is some really great, okie doke twist of something that comes in where Matt will also be on the same thread that Egwene was on, and he starts just biding his time until he can walk out and go rejoin his friends and just light everything up on fire as he goes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's going to happen. I've not read these books, so that's just my theory and thoughts on where Matt's going to end up eventually.
Well, also because they're diverting. I know that Matt in the books has nothing to do with the stuff that Matt in the show, simply because they had to do that cutoff and get rid of that actor. They knew and they were preparing for it, so now they're just trying to whip up the story to try to get him back in the midst of things. But we all confused. We're all confused. Matt's like a big question mark. Don't get me wrong; he can give me some face acting, and I'm like,
They gave him the side bitch story account.
All right, I figured out Farm, y'all.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, without spoiling anything, Farm is a very important town in a harbor. So it's always
that's where they said that. Yeah, that's where the dragon declares himself the dragon.
So it's always
been on the water because it's in a harbor. And when I'm looking at it, I'll send y'all this. Don't read past like the second paragraph unless you're trying to like see. You don't want to see. Oh no, that was wrong. But it's a map and it shows you. Farm is like King's Landing. Farm looks like King's Landing a little bit.
Okay, so there's several gates to it then.
It's huge and it's off the water.
Okay.
That's what I'll say. Shit is huge and it's off the water. And I can tell you that I know for a fact that it's been off of the water because of the history of it. Like they had people watching for a certain thing that you would have needed to see the water for. You would have needed not to only see the water, but to see far, like a lighthouse kind of.
Okay. Would you? Okay. See, yeah. Okay. So two location questions there. Would you put it in the same, arena, the same atmosphere as Osgiliath and what is it called? The Last Light, or the Lonely Light, or something? That one low island that might be full of skin changers in A Song of Ice and Fire that belong to the Ironborn. The Lonely Light, I think that's what it calls. So not that or Osgiliath, that's the seaports.
It's not. Okay. It's not secluded. It doesn't look like it's no weirdness and nothing like that. It looks like it is a huge metropolitan city. This looks like New York. This looks like Manhattan. This looks like LA, like one of those large cities built off of the water.
All right, that gives me better perspective then. Okay, cool. So
it's a little, I don't want to destroy. I don't want to spoil no shit. So it's better. I don't want to spoil.
All right, let's jump over to the comment section real quick. Luna saying, it's been foreshadowed that Matt was always afraid he was like his father. He fears that. When he drank the mushroom tripping balls tea, the first thing he saw was his mom coming out there accusing him
of bitch.
Like you just like your damn daddy. I can't stand his ass either. Like, you just fucking like him. Why the fuck is you even still here right now?
You're trash.
Like she came out literally like, go kill yourself. Like, bro, damn, mom, calm down.
Nah, she's the worst still from the first season when she let the little girl almost die. Like, come on. She needs to go. Like, I can't.
But I wouldn't be mad at Matt if he went back home and like shanked both his parents. I really wouldn't.
And just took his sisters, like straight up. You need to just take his sisters and roll, because like the parents are trash. Like your sisters will be sold by the time you make it back to Two Rivers.
Hot garbage. And Corinne, I absolutely agree. That shit was fracking creepy. Just nah, man, nah. I see. Foam is on. Okay, it's on the planet. There's water all around. The Daio are from the desert. Okay, but I don't know. I guess it's just the way she said it. Yeah, it made me think that they were familiar with that area, like there.
Was there water here? But
the water is supposed to be there. But yeah, I mean, and that was only like 2 minutes, maybe a minute worth of dialogue. So yeah, we got to see where they're gonna play that out.
Yeah, I want to see more of them, but I'm just like, more episodes.
If only.
Yeah, we
got Matt from point A to point B. We got more of Ishmael's POV and thoughts. Yeah. I'm you're right, and it was structured as Matt being able to find out who he was or where he came from, where his roots are, or whatever. I don't understand how what he saw does any of that.
Because we don't.
This just looks like it was something that amplified. This looked like the freaking gas that Scarecrow gives people in Batman. Like, it just lets you see variations of your worst fears.
The House of the Undying was way clearer. Like, we knew what we was looking at. We knew what we was looking at. This one, I don't know who none of these people is. And he's screaming, looking like the Joker, screaming. And then it was Ishmael. Like, I'm just...
Then it was Ishmael. Then it was his mom again. Then it was him. Like, what the hell is going on here?
Next. That's
right. End scene. Move on.
Exactly. I'm just like,
oh man.
Yeah. Oh, and we haven't even touched on like the real big, the conversation between Rand and Swan.
I was actually saving that for last because it ties in with the ending, the end of the episode. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I wanted to get all of our side quests out the way. So we know where Nynaeve, Elaine, and where Loyal is probably going to go, and not too far away. We know is the Brown Hodger. They're all kind of in the same place, unless I'm forgetting. but they're all in the same place, aren't they? No, that's right.
They're not.
There's one team that's over here, and there's another team
with that's. Oh yeah, we did forget.
Harmon. Yeah,
we forgot about the I don't know. It might go into
it. That also ties in with the ending. So I wanted to keep all of
Moraine
that
and
together.
Her sister.
Yeah, Moraine and her sister. Yeah. Yeah, well, all of that we'll put on the end, and I think we are almost to that. We got most of everyone's side quests. We saw where Perrin and the Aiel are. We got that update on Brother Book and Nynaeve and Elaine. We see where their plan's going. I'm very interested on how that Black Op is going to work, because I think they are actually going to be able to succeed, and at the very least, they'll be able to get in there and free Egwene. Now, where I think, and this is, tinfoil theory time, where I think Nynaeve is going to be very instrumental in this is they are going to get hemmed up in that rescue mission. And we know that those captured women, they can't do anything that will harm their captors, or they'll feel it like a tenfold or twice as much or something or other. That's the rule. I think this is where Nynaeve is going to have to, she's going to be in another situation where she's under distress. She sees everybody else starting to lose the fight, and she's going to have to pull out that same blast of power that she did when she brought everybody back from the brink of death when they had to gentle Logain. And that's what's going to be able to make it possible for them to pop off those collars and get out of there, at least for the yellow Aja that we got last episode, and for the blue Aja that we know is still in there from season 1. So I think it's going to take a huge boost of power, and then they're going to need it again to properly escape and grab Loyal while they're on their way out. Because the way these people are rolling in that city, they're powerful as hell, and they are deep. There's a lot of them.
But question, they're not in the same building, right? Loyal is over there with a palace structure, and they are in the kennels.
Yes.
So yes. And we don't know how far apart any of that is, right?
It seems to be very far apart, because there seems to be a city. Yeah. The city is basically in between. It seems like it's on the outskirts of the city.
So I'm wondering.
Right, it is 2 different locations, but and that's why I'm really just pulling in on what Nynaeve may will do, because when Egwene let off that blast, they felt it where Loyal was, and I think he's going to extra special be on the watch right now to where what's going on and where they are. So he'll probably be able to position himself somewhere to allow himself to either run or to be rescued from them at that point in time. Could be totally wrong, but we'll see how it plays out. See, Jake, that's what I was thinking. That I thought they were all in the same city too, but I believe I'm thinking Karain, Falm is not in the same exact place as I said that name wrong, not Karain. What is the name of?
By the end of
Kyrene,
Kyrene. By the end of the episode, Jake, they are on the way to Falm, using the ways. They're gonna go Kyrene.
Right. That's why they were trying to find that when they snuck Rand out.
Okay, this is random. I'm just gonna I just wanted to, because this is something I wanted to bring up and ask y'all, and I feel like y'all already got past Egwene and Nynaeve. Does anybody else think it's crazy that the thing that controls the women is spelled Adam?
I don't want it.
When you look at the captions, it's spelled. I understand that it's pronounced.
What is it? Wait, what's the full name of it?
It's pronounced Adam, right? But when you look at the spelling of Adam, it's Adam. And you look at it on
Adam or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that is so. Oh, that is so on purpose.
So that sounds like me.
I gotta watch captions because I got a baby, so sometimes maybe my 4-year-old wake up what? I'm having fun. Yeah, it's an Adam.
Damn.
I just wondered, y'all, is anybody else kind of not creeped out, but you see that parallel?
Concern.
Are you saying that
parallels there
takes away the autonomy
the
of
power
a powerful woman,
a powerful,
and not only that,
you know what,
forces a sexual relationship with her to control her? Like, that is crazy. That is another level of craziness.
And look, and to I mean, even strengthen that comparison, I'll take it back to Lovecraft Country and, like, you know, the religious undertone and vibes that we had with the Sons of Adam there. You know, there's a whole lot of parallels with Eve basically being, you know, tied up and raped because of YouTube guidelines by Adam with a freaking snake in place of the Johnson.
Which is
so yeah, and the theory that I'm sorry, just real quick, the theory that there was another wife before Eve is also very funny because that person was Lilith, and we always know Lilith to be a character that is of like all of the evil ways as a woman. And look who the fuck Rand is running around with right now. And look at who his ex-girlfriend is right now. I'm just saying the parallels there. I'm not saying that's what they meant to do. It just seems like, you know, they very purposely meant to put that into the plot.
They just I'm hopping on my soapbox now.
That's a good that's a good catch.
And it sounds like you could say it's Adam. And a dominant.
I'll find it
on top of that. You can go further, a dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Let me get y'all the. Because when I looked at it, I was trying to find it. I was like, how do I find how it was spelled? Lilith and Frasier.
If y'all didn't watch the show, you're not going to get that line. But I see you, Jake. Dude, Frasier was my show back in the day, man. Starred our boy Kelsey Grammer. I guess oldest thing I remember seeing him in is like X-Men when he played Beast, Hank McCoy. And yeah, that's fun to say. If you don't get it, look it up. Yeah, Jake, you're 100% correct. I appreciate that. All right, so I think we got nearly everything here, ladies, except our main. I set our main plot. So we took care of Loyal, Egwene, Elaine, their side quest. We know where Perrin and the Aiu lady and Hopper are. We know where Matt is and what's the dealio with him. So that leaves us, I think, with the biggest story points for this episode, and that is centered around Moraine, Land, what's his name? Logain, the false dragon. Everybody and Alana and her waters come in. Swan comes in with and this is where like the bulk of like the main points of this episode are. So everyone included here. Let's see, where did I start with my notes on this one? Let's start with Sister Strongjaw. When we talked, we touched a little bit earlier about Alana allowing the vote to go 2-1, that our brown outfit sister should be followed by one of her waters, so they can keep up with tea and what's going down. And we see, they were asking the right question, like, where the fuck did Leandrin disappear to?
Because she was right by her side talking her shit out of protocol. Trying to whisper
and now
in her
all
ear,
of a sudden she just not here? Where'd she go though? And we find out where she went. We'll kick the sequence off with this first part. We find out where she went, and she went to go see Moraine's little sister and her son. And my first thoughts was, okay, hold on. This bitch scheming. Why the fuck is she scheming with the little sister? Is little sis really in here trying to make random stupid back alley deals with the Red Aja just to spite her sister? For real? Like, that's how petty we got? I mean, again, I love a good petty, but that wouldn't be petty. That would be just straight up malicious.
See,
but the tables are turned.
I just figured that she was gathering information. I just figured she was gathering information until she sat down and said what she said. And I was like, nah.
Yeah, see, I didn't think it was information at all. I thought for sure she was there for some back alley deal, and that she was, it was just not the person I thought it was. She sits down, talks her shit, and says, you know, can you give us a moment? And the son is looking like, okay, mom, you can like leave. I need you just, you know, fuck off and go to your room.
House. Yeah, get up and leave.
Yeah, okay, but I need you to leave. The what did he say? These are like royal matters or
royal matters,
or palace business or some shit like that. Bruh. Hey, gal.
Hi, girl.
That's all right. No, you know what? We still got at least, you know us. We still got at least another 40 minutes to wrap up this last huge sequence that we got. So thank you for coming. I'm glad you were able to make it this time. So he comes in, you know, she's in there and talking to shit, and then Sonny boy looks over and says, you know, just basically, you know, pulls a Tywin, telling Joffrey to go to his room in the middle of the day. No fucks given. And they start talking, and it gets to the point to where she says, you know, this is an order from our master. And that is where my note comes into play. I was like, wait the fucking minute. What? He's a fucking dark friend? What?
I was like, bitch, what?
I wasn't ready for that twist.
Bitch, what?
I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming at all.
Wow.
And as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh shit. Okay, as much as you know, mommy has been, you know, trying to be upset with her older sister about things, she wouldn't necessarily turn and do all this bullshit here. And we see at the end of that scene where she gives the orders and she's like, all right, you know what, I'm out. Do what you need to do. Okay, what you need to do is get your aunt off the council or whatever the hell place they're trying to block her from. And if your mom becomes a problem, you're just gonna have to take care of that too. And he was like
in the basement, like,
but and we see the little spy microphone, and she's listening, and she was like, oh, you motherfuck.
Okay.
And I was worried. I was very worried, y'all, for a hot second. But and there are other things that happen, but to just tie up their storyline in the whole sequence, he does go. You know, he don't want to do it, but he goes in and he's talking to his mom. You know, we think there's a good conversation happening, and she leads him down to the Black Cells and says, you know, well, hey, you know, well, we're like, what was it? She said like Moraine and Rand are in here, like just waiting or hiding or some shit.
Yeah,
he goes in the room all eager, like, oh, my job's about to be easier than I thought it would be. And there's no one there. And as soon as I saw that, I said, oh shit, Auntie, yo, close the door.
I knew she was going to do it. I was like, you walk right to the trap.
Close the fucking door right now.
I knew that. This is part of her plan.
He turns around and she's like, I don't believe you could actually do this fucking
exactly.
bullshit.
She was like, wow.
Didn't I raise you better?
The ball.
And I feel like, and I want to know how you ladies and chat room, you let us know too, how y'all feel about this, because that conversation that she had with her sister last episode is, you know, I've done this and done that all over the years and taking care of this and that kiss this person's ass and, you know, show charity for this person and blah, 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 myriad of things to pull our family name out of the gutter. And we see when she's talking to her son, he straight up lets us know, like, how do you think we got to be so big and so rich and popular again in such a short time? All of that work that she thought she was doing meant nothing. And that's like the double gut punch for her. So she calls it right. Like, you know what? Yeah, I got problems with my sister. I get it. Yeah, I do got beef. However, one thing I will always agree with her on, and that she has always learned and thought is, you don't pull this fuck shit with family.
No, it's hard to do the right thing.
So. And he's like, Mom, wait, mommy, please. You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Like, it's so stupid. Like, sir, like, I don't understand why people fall to be a dark friend anyways, when you know they're just going to fuck you over in the end. That's the whole purpose. That's the whole purpose.
And they're not going to be there when you have to take the fall for your bullshit.
Nope.
They don't give a fuck about you.
Nope.
You thought you were actually going to be able to pull this off, and your mom curbs you right then and there. And it was one of my favorite scenes in the show.
I'm like, bruh, look at you. Look at you.
Right, let's jump over to the chat real quick. Yeah, Moray's after being a dark friend. I knew it was up as soon as he asked his mom to leave. Yup. Yeah. That's about when my spidey senses started tingling. I said, wait a minute, hold on, bruh. You're not in charge of the household yet, though. What? I don't give a fuck if you about to be king. You ain't king yet. So, yeah, that part was like, oh my. And we got another one here from Lunia. Moray's sister probably blamed herself. Yes, because she was so obsessed with status, she didn't see what was going on right around her in her own home with her son, who she absolutely cherishes. And that's why I said it's like the double, I mean, almost really triple stab to the gut, because she thought they were solid. And the come up was because of the hard work she did. You see how she tried to rub Moraine's face in it. Nah, you didn't do shit. It was this asshole turning to the dark side that got that done. I don't think Leandra was telling the truth. She didn't even say who she meant. I don't think she needed to say who she meant.
I don't think it was smart of her to say what she meant either.
Yeah, I think it was implied perfectly, and he understood the assignment because he was going to go through with it. He wouldn't have liked it. No, he didn't want to do it, but he still would to keep his status. He's about to be king. He's not going to fuck that up.
No, he's so excited. This is what he's looking for. You know, his double buttered bread sandwiches is about to be in the royal house. He was so excited.
Right. Yeah, and I'm not saying that that she wasn't playing a trick, but that doesn't mean that what she said was not the truth by any means. Because she was right. Yo, this is an order from our master. Yep. Yeah. That's it. B, are you back? You got some thoughts on that? Lady Starfall. Hey, girl. It is lovely to see your name pop up in the chat. How you doing? Glad you can
Lady
make it.
Starfall.
Hello.
What you got thoughts on that, B? Regale us.
I do. I have okay, so when I saw Leandra and Sadai walk in there with her smeared and smudged eyeliner that used to like not be there like that, right? And she's got darkness all over her eyes now, right? When I watched her walk in there and then take that look at, that's the thing, I don't think she's grieving.
I think it was a relief.
I don't think she's grieving, and I'm gonna just give it to y'all. I'm gonna just
come
I think she needed him to die.
Yeah,
I think she needed him to die.
Yep.
Like straight up, I think she needed him to die.
And she didn't do it herself.
And I think that she wants the power. And when Leandrin said, not Leandrin, when what's the name? Lanfear said, okay, there's different ways for you to walk through the dark or whatever. Basically follow me.
Yeah.
You know, she went willingly. She could have fought. She could have just died. Like for my daughter, you're not gonna kill her. You're gonna kill me first. The only way that you are going to get to her, I don't care at what age, if I'm still on this planet, I could be in a walker, in a wheelchair, whatever, you're not going to get to her unless you kill me. I watched a mother stand at the bottom of the bed and watch another woman stand there calmly and kill her son. Well, kill me too. What am I alive for? Well, power. You're alive because you still want power. I don't think for one second that Leandrin is mourning. I think she's getting darker. I think that's why she looks skinnier. She's getting more gaunt. She's getting dark around the eyes, and we're just going to see her get darker and darker. When she walked in there and looked at Moraine's picture and was like, "Oh yeah, I remember
the look on her. The look on her face, looking at that, like even there, she was showing the jealousy that she has for Moraine. Yeah, that's why she's been trying since season 1 to give any negative things she can about Moraine, because she's totally jealous of her upbringing, where she came from, and all of the power that she has and the loyalty that she has from all of the other Aes Sedai.
She inspires in people. Agreed.
You're right. You're right. Hey,
so when I saw her, I was like, okay, so she's jealous. She's about to come here and throw some salt. I was not expecting Baby Bart or whatever his little nickname is, making auntie sandwiches and whatnot. I did not for one second think that he was a straight up dark friend. I mean, look at this dude. Look at this dude,
bruh.
Like soft as
especially after his mom explained, like, yo, you were his favorite everything, and like even and that strengthens it even more. Even on that front, like she wasn't her son's favorite. The aunt that comes home maybe every 1 or 2 decades for a short visit. He stays up and makes sandwiches for her and basically tries to be her squire while she's at home all the time. Instead of truly loving his mom. He curves his mom so quick in here, you can go to your room, man. This is palace business. What?
Especially when it comes to that, because that's just he probably didn't even want her involved in that. But I'm like, this is my house. Bruh. I'm listening to everything. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what she did. She listened to absolutely everything. I can't even be mad. This is a mad.
And right. If I was in her position also in that day and age, you damn right. Not only am I going to have some of the best little birds in the city. I'm not saying I'm going to cut the tongues of children out. No, but I will have the best spy network in that fucking city. That's it, plain and simple. In my house, especially, you think I'm not gonna have hidden cameras up everywhere? The double-sided mirrors, random recording devices everywhere. Nah, there's too much fuckery going on in the court, and we saw that. What was it, like episode 2 or 3 when we first saw her talking to Rand? Yeah, at the little ball gala thing.
I think it was 2.
Might have been 2. Yeah,
I think it was 2.
Yeah, that's so crazy. B, you got some more thoughts on that situation?
I think it was episode 2, and I'm in total agreement with you guys. Like, I would have like the best, because at the end of the day, right? It's like Varys said, like back then you're trading off of secrets. Mm-hmm. You're trying to climb that ladder. Like, secrets are basically currency. So you would be listening at all places in your house. When you have a party or whatever, having
everything
or whatever. So it would make sense anyway. What I thought was hilarious though was that not only did Mama, like, the way she got up and so calmly walked away, I was like, oh no, she's up to something. I didn't know what it was, but I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Your mother, like, I get it, you're the male, this is your house, but she's been bucking since, it's running like this is her house.
Her face.
That's for your mom. And you trying to tell me that you're just going to be like, go upstairs, Mom, and she's not going to say anything. She's like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, right. She's listening.
That speaks to his entitlement, because I guarantee he didn't even know those damn speakers and microphone system was even set up.
Which is hilarious, because for him to say, why do you think we rose so fast and so whatever, it was probably your mom that got you noticed by the dark friends anyway.
Mm-hmm. Got you noticed a little bit, right?
And weren't anybody, and nobody needed you for any freaking thing. But because your mom is a mover and a shaker and is borrowing sugar and getting leftovers to feed your family and mending clothes and doing whatever she has to do to hold y'all up, now you
behind
are
the scenes,
somewhat of importance so that we can use you for something. Because if you were just Joe Blow on the street, you'd be useless.
Yep.
So I mean, how ungrateful, like
that's really my thoughts. It totally speaks to his entitlement, because, like I said earlier, despite all the work that she has had to put in, ultimately it didn't do that much, or it did something a little bit to a point, but she was only slowly chipping away at the stigmas and shame that she felt was on her family name. It wasn't until the right person was at some random festival that they may have helped donate to and organize that they were noticed, and they noticed not to make the deal with her, but to make the deal with her son. And that then is where the bulk of their worth now started accumulating and circling and whatnots. And that has to be really hard for her to realize, and also just so hurtful, because she gave that boy everything. Mm-hmm. You are about to be king, like you said, you arrogant asshole. You're about to be king.
Now you are nothing.
You wouldn't have been that without your mama. Plain and simple. And welcome to the chat, Lady Mara Therese. You don't watch the show? You didn't come to troll, though. Just missed you. I missed your face in these chats, too. I got some other things coming up throughout the spooky season month that we're in. I hope I can see you in some of those chats, Mara. It's always a pleasure. And also, if y'all didn't know, again, Mara does have a lovely boudoir store for ladies with the lovely negligees and different things like that. So go treat yourself. I got one of those articles of clothing, and it feels so smooth against your skin. You will love it. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for you because you deserve it. Link already below. Go check it out.
All right, I got one more thing on Lil Bart, that situation.
Yeah, good Lil Bart. Wait, what's the boy's name?
Bartholomew
or something like that.
Is it what, like Bartholomew or some shit?
Barthanes.
Barthanes.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Barthanes.
Yeah. Come on with Lil Bart. I'm gonna stick with that, Lil Bart.
Because they just take like regular names and like make them weird. So whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so Lil Bart, his situation over there with him and him doing what he had to do to raise them supposedly, and his mom not her work not mattering. She's about to matter a whole lot to the court and to the royals. She's about to matter a whole freaking lot.
Thank you, Jackie.
And not just that, this broad gets to go to Swan, to Sion. She gets to go to her broken behind if she's even alive, or to whoever number 2 is in charge. I think it's homegirl that was channeling the shield on Rand.
Yeah. I don't remember her name.
She's gonna get to go to her and be like, so Leandrin said die. She's a Forsaken or something. Like y'all got to do something. She's Black Aja. Like she can literally tell y'all who Black. She's a Black Aja. And so I'm wondering how that's gonna turn out for next week. I'm wondering how, because Bart, you're just gonna die probably. Like whatever.
Yeah, he's useless now. He's in a He's in a cell. He's absolutely his own useless to them now.
They abandoned you.
Your engagement is over. Your betrothal is done. You will have no power here anymore. And shout out also again to Mara. Mara says she just redid the website. So here's the new link. I will update that. Mara, if you could send me that on Twitter, please slide into my DMs, my lady, and I will update that for all of my upload defaults for the addresses that I like people to go check out during the streams. All right, so yeah, I fully and firmly agree that this shit right here, that was dirty. Like, bruh, you supposedly see it. How long was this boy really even feeling this kind of way? Because from what everything we've seen, him and Moraine did have a decent relationship when he was younger. You know, he's making these sandwiches for her. And I feel like they very obviously were not the best sandwiches. No, but that's her baby boo nephew, and she's gonna play the tea party if he wants to play the tea party, and she's gonna eat the nasty sandwich. She'll take a couple bites and nibbles at least, and they will continue on like that. And like he said, you know, you always told me I had the best sandwiches because she cared about you and your feelings, and she realized you just wanted to spend time with her, and she was happy to give you that time when she could.
Well, you ruined it.
But this is the fuck shit you go around. You go around and do.
You ruined it for yourself, and now you're about to be trapped in a cell, and your mom is about to be elevated because now she's about to be sitting here. And I don't know what she's gonna do because if somebody don't got no more kids, and y'all line's about to be ended, it's about to be donezo.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. They have other family. It's kind of like Bilbo and the Sackville Bagginses. If anything happens to Bilbo, all of his possessions would go to Frodo. If something happens to Frodo, it's going to the Sackville Bagginses, which is why they were always so fucked up and pulling schemes, because they were jealous and wanted to move in quickly, like Uncle Black and Mal did. Yeah, Mara said it's the same link. Awesome. She just revamped the website. Cool. Got you.
Yep. I'm done with Lil Bart. I have nothing.
Yeah.
That's what he get. Haha.
Yeah, and he, you know, he hit that realization very quickly. He just break down and started crying. He's like, "Look, you can't tell the queen, bitch, who the fuck you think I am? You know what? See, This is why I don't know. You are actually
like, she knows.
that bullshit. I already tell her, and we
Like,
see the palace guard walking down the hallway.
That's why I had the extra. I had the backup. You're already in it.
Because if you didn't come down here with me willingly, them boys was gonna rope your ass up, and it wouldn't have been pretty. Because you have given such a great offense, not just to your mother and your house name, but to your betrothed, who is the future fucking queen. You dumbass.
And not just that, just to throw, and I know I keep saying I only have one more thing, but like,
no, come through with things. You know, you know how we do.
Not only is she the queen, but she's the queen that's like doing this yearly, like, search for the Horn of Valir. And yeah, it may not be a real search or whatever, but that tradition comes from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, Winterfell remembers whatever. Like, someone is beating into her. You know what I'm saying? Since she was a child, like, this is of importance or whatever. This is what we use it for now. But realistically,
it's why the tribes of the north serve the net.
Horn, that means, you know, it's about to go down. Like, what the hell? Somebody actually found the horn? Oh shit! Like,
right, because
find the horn. So
on the off chance that they do find something, what are you going to do? You're going to co-opt that. Because you're going to be the one. You're going to want to be the face behind all those happenings. So you're going to keep hope, you know, quote unquote, keep hope alive, and let these folks think that they matter. But you know, we've seen how the nobility there is about some fuck shit. Even their guards are also about some fuck shit. So I think it plays out fairly well with how the son was acting. You got up jumped because of your back alley dirty dealings, and now you're having to face the consequences of your actions. And it's glorious because your mama just put you on punishment for the last time.
Bye.
And I think that part of it is just hilarious because look, and again, I'm ad-libbing. She said, you know, I get, you know, you think your auntie don't like you or all these, you know, random A, B, C, D issues that you may have with her. And I know how I was acting when she got home. However, there are some things that she has always done that ring true always for our family. You know, we don't do this fuck shit that you're pulling. You know, this is for the streets. You got to go back to the streets now. You know, I'm gonna have to go adopt some random surrogate son to replace you because I can't fuck with you no more.
Sad face.
Smallest violin playing for this dude.
Come on, finger waves all ruined. He in there crying.
Right,
with finger waves
right.
All the way up.
Like finger you done sweated that. You done sweated that perm out. That's what the fuck you get. So yeah, I don't know. Y'all chat room, let us know. Do y'all even feel bad for this boy? Because I don't
know. I'm ready to stop talking about this man. I want to talk about Rand and Swan and how he made him.
Right, and that is, I think, I think those are all of our side quests, and everything else centers around our crew that is in, you know, meeting with Swan Chen here across town. We'll say, you know, we'll give that famous tagline, you know, meanwhile, across town, skip a scenes in the sitcom to see what's going on with the other crew.
We get more information from Swan out of this conversation than we have from Moraine all 2 seasons. What's she supposed to be doing? The entire time you're supposed to be training him and preparing him because you knew who he was when you found him. Like when you found him, you're supposed to be training him, but she couldn't train him because she didn't have access to the one power. And also they had split.
Go back and watch Mara.
Yeah, go back and watch.
Go back and watch. And then watch our vids.
And then on top of that, I'm just like, so what? Why? Rand, y'all, Moraine, y'all actually had a job to do, and y'all weren't just like floundering. You actually had things that you were supposed to be putting in place for a reason, and nobody did shit. I'm tired.
Nobody did shit. And you know what the funny thing? And again, this might be my petty coming forward, and y'all know how I feel about Rand. You know, we have a very off-on relationship. Sometimes he does make decent decisions, but oftentimes those decent decisions are made after you've done this in a fucked up way once before, and now is when you'll finally take the other advice that you could have taken in the first place. You just were too stubborn to do so. And he comes in, and and Lan's trying to school him and talk to him like, look, okay, calm down, young blood. Okay, when you go in, she's a stand-up woman. Yeah, she's the one that's in charge. And I know you got your biases or whatever, but look, she's a stand-up woman. If you come to her real, she will give you that energy same way back. And he's thinking like, you should probably leave your weapon here. And I think this is another good callback for Lan, because we know how he met Moraine now. It was protecting his sword, and Rand pulled some little dodge move. And Lan just looked at him like, oh, okay, I forget what the hell he said it was. I'm gonna call it like
something about the sword sweeping the river.
Right. Sweeping Heron dodge number 3 or something. I don't remember what it was, but he recognized the sword form that he was in. And I'm gonna give a shout out to my brother JD on this, because JD know our favorite sword master Yoshi from one of our favorite book series. So this scene here made me think of Yoshi. And he does this little move, and Lan recognizes it. And I feel like if you're looking at things like maybe in a Skyrim lens, Rand has like the level 0 novice edition of Sword Heron fly move, some random name like that. I first thought of that, and I looked at him like, do you really think if Lan really wants to come at you, you're gonna just that easily be able to get him? He let you make that move. Don't mistake that. He let you make that move because he was trying to not only see where your head was, but how your awareness is faring right now.
He also Lan looks at him and suggested. Which is
exactly.
Part, right? Exactly. He was like, well, instead of using that one, use cats in the cradle. Use cats. Right.
Look, put this jacket on, okay? And actually, that's how we started the scene. He told Rand to tuck a shirt in. Like you're going into a meeting with the Amlin seat. Tuck your shirt in. Look a little bit more presentable. Here, you know what? It's this jacket right here. Jump in this real quick. Look a little more. Put together.
Like put down your sword.
You want to keep your sword. You know what? If she faces any danger from you with that, it is really not going to be about that sword. So go ahead, you good. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna hold you on that. Go in there and have a chat and be real. Don't be this obnoxious prat that we've seen so far. And I'll jump over to the chat real quick. Hey Mara, we got Rami in here. Hey ladies, thank y'all for coming through. And yes, he totally ignores our boy Lan's advice, and he goes in with all attitude. Of the random fuckery, and he's like, oh, I know you all just, want to gentle me and steal my power. And she's like, boy, do you even know what's in the prophecies?
Because you want to know what? She didn't say anything.
Like you are just, and this is classic Rand from what we've seen since the beginning of season 1. You're jumping to conclusions because you think you know the world. Little boy, you are just now leaving the backwater 2 rivers. It's only been, a good couple years, maybe 3 that you've been on the road, and only maybe about 1 year that you've been on your own, and you think you just know the ways of the world and how to deal with things, not only in high court, but just how to look at situations truthfully for what they are. You're so wrapped up in yourself, again, Rand, that you can't see the forest for the trees. And and Swan corrects him. It's like, no, actually, what is said in our histories is that we're supposed to help prepare you for everything that is coming in the fight. However, what isn't supposed to happen is you're really not supposed to be getting this free reign that you've been getting. You're supposed to be just, held back. He's basically supposed to be the male version of where Egwene is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's what's supposed to happen. And Swan was basically like, that really isn't where I was trying to go.
No.
But assessing all of the situationals and assessing your bullshit now,
Yeah.
We tried to do it better. We tried to bring you into the fold willingly, but
But just let me tell you all the ways that you were wrong. Like your assumptions on us that we're trying to jump to you. Why would we do that when we need you to fight?
When we need your help,
Forsaken. Well, how would that help us? It wouldn't. You know what would help us? You being trained. You know what's not helping us? You wandering around, running from us, not being trained. And like Lance said in the hallway, like your job is to protect everyone, not just your friends. So
not
you're running
just
off being like,
friends.
I have to be by myself because I'm danger to my friends. No. I don't understand who told you all of this and why you're going there, but it would help if Moraine would open her mouth and tell him the information.
And speak.
I can't get mad at him for acting like this because nobody is telling him things. He's going by what he's seen. Logan got his ass snatched the hell up, and he was like, okay, so if I sell them that I'm directly born, they're going to snatch me the fuck up.
He's like, oh, you want to treat me like all the other male that can channel? And she was like, no, I don't want to be. And again, he's still with the defiance, though, after she gives her explanation. I don't want to be just some random cog in the wheel. And she looks at him like,
dog, you're the water, my guy. You stupid.
You are the fucking water that guides the wheel. Or you'll be the water that breaks the wheel and everybody gets plunged into darkness then.
Yes. And I'm glad that she was telling him this.
Right? You don't know what's in our teachings. Okay? And now that you're here, let me tell you, we tried to do it a better way instead of trying to force you into doing anything. We wanted to actually help you, help your friends, your loved ones in your pack that you're trying to save, as you say. We tried to do that route, and he's literally fought them every step of the way.
Everything, even on the smallest things that didn't
on
require
the smallest things. All right, JD, bro, thank you for coming in. Heart you. Yeah, we'll chat during the week once we set up how we want to do the season wrap up. Yeah, and it's just so ridiculous. And the look on his face when Swan says that is like, no, you're not the wheel. You're not a spoke in the wheel. None of that. You are meant for more. A, B, C, D. And she lays it out. And she was like, but from what I've seen so far, though, I guess that's just not going to work. So yeah, now we got to do it the rough way. And this fucking little boy, again, you already were being a little too uppity, thinking you could just defeat Lan like that. You called yourself trying to channel
in front of
attack.
Come on,
to the ambulance seat, and she curved your ass so fucking quick you didn't even blink. And she looked at him like, bruh, you've been training for how long right now, and you know nothing. Absolutely nothing. It wouldn't even take me to bring you down. Any random Aes Sedai that comes up on you could subdue you at the drop of a dime. And you think you are actually about to do something here? Like right now? To me? Of all motherfuckers?
And we learned a lesson. We learned a lesson.
Like, bruh, look, you have all of the seats, Rand. If you really want to learn, okay, then let yourself be trained. The first place you went to for actual training was to the false dragon, who wasn't even able to touch the one power anymore. What the fuck was he going to be able to show you? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Ladies, do y'all have a different opinion? Let me know. Chat room, let us know what y'all thoughts on this whole sequence too.
I feel like Logan could help him, at least like doing the basics of like how to gather it and channel it into to anything. Not like something big, but he knows how to pull it and use it because he was using it in season 1. He was fucking people up with it in season 1.
He can say the words, but he can't demonstrate them.
Not now. But even with that, he was guiding him into using it, and he literally did it for 0.5 seconds and got frustrated. This isn't working, bro. You just started. You just got here. You just asked him for help, and he's trying to teach you how to get up in there and use that, and you're getting frustrated that it's not working in 0.5 seconds.
Okay, hold on. Okay, see, Moraine didn't teach him. He didn't give Moraine a chance to teach him. You remember after they had that first small battle with Ishmael, he said, "Nah, I'm leaving
because I got to protect my friends."
Yeah, I don't think that's on Moraine.
I think it is on Moraine because Moraine has been like, "Hey, this is the plan. We're supposed to work together to fight this person. You're not supposed to do it on your own. You still need to be trained in how to use this. You don't know how to use this. You don't know how to use this. So how can you fight somebody with something you don't know how to use?" That's all she had to say. You need to be trained.
But he didn't want to use it. And at that point in time, honestly, she couldn't have trained him because she was tied off.
That's fine, but giving him the information is where the issue lies. She didn't even tell him. That's the issue. Even if she couldn't have done it herself, you didn't tell him. Like, hey, even if I can't do it, you need to go find somebody to train you, which was Logain.
Do you think Rand would have listened though? I think that's where my hang-up is, because
saying it out loud is all she can do, and she didn't say anything.
Possibly, okay.
If I'm over your shoulder seeing you cooking, and I know you're not supposed to be using that spice, and I just be looking at it but not telling you, and you use it, and then after all is said and done, be like, "Well, you weren't supposed to use that." But why didn't you tell me when I was doing it?
I'll give you that, but I won't put all the blame on her. I feel like
it's not all the blame, but
it's a two-way street. But yeah, her communication absolutely could have been better. What's going on, Ron?
Absolutely, it was hot.
He had his hot boy summer, right? Exactly. That's all that was. And now, he needs to buckle down and go to school and ace this test. That is a fact. I agree. Yeah. See, Professor.
I think you guys are confusing me, saying that she should teach him. No, she should just give him the information. They know the plan. They have the plan. They have the full plan of what they've had the
plan for 2 decades now.
For 2 decades. That's what I'm saying, that she needs to tell him the plan. Even if she couldn't teach him, she knows that the person who can teach him is Logain. So she could have been like, "Hey, if you're going to go anywhere, you need to go to Logain, okay? And you need to learn how to channel because I'm a woman, you're a man, I can't teach you," according to what they were telling me. So this is what we need to do. We need to have your powers up. We need you to work with us to fight the Forsaken and to be on our side for the good ending in this battle. That's all she had to tell him. That's it. Yeah. That's it. She didn't do that. She was trying to put the reins on the board without giving him information, and he was like a little kid, just
yeah, exactly. I mean, no, Rand, I feel like there's a possibility he could have done that anyway. But Logain was the key. True. Logain was the key to return Moraine's powers, and he solidified Lan's hunch.
Yep.
Which I thought was really good. And again, Moraine, stop going out places without Lan. Please and thank you.
Yep.
Because had Lan not gotten that bit of information, then it would have been done. Yeah. B, what you got?
I don't have anything for that secret.
I'm sorry. Nothing at all. Really? No. Your volume actually just dropped in my earbud.
She was like, "I just don't have anything to say about this man anymore."
No, I don't have anything to say about him.
Yeah.
But wait, I am like, I'm just jazzed for the next episode. I'll say that. Like, and I have all these things running around in my mind, and I want to say things, but I don't want to spoil people because I've been reading.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm like, what the do I say?
No.
That's an interesting concept.
I do. The women that can channel can't teach a male to channel. Women surrender and men drop out. Okay, the whole thing,
I need more details on that
with Moraine and keeping the gentle dragon instead of like giving him to the White Tower and or having Rand actually train with him. That was something that I thought that was stupid from the beginning. Like the day that he walked in there and was like, "It's me." Do you remember that crap? It was all dramatic. He was like, "It's me. I'm the dragon." I was like, "Cool. So we're about to see a cool training montage, huh?"
Nope. No such thing. No. We don't get to watch him and hear the Be a Man soundtrack playing in the background. Nope.
He must be swift as a coursing.
He is not as swift as a coursing river.
No, he's whiny.
Not has any of the strength of a great tiger.
Like, this is
right. This is Rand, the less than mediocre dragon.
I'm gonna pop when I can't get my way.
I feel like that whole situation, especially because like Louis Theron is supposed to be this super powerful freaking, you know what I'm saying, master of whatever, of whatever this magic is that you're calling it. And he was even Amerlin's seat at some point. So if that's the case, then that means you know that if this is him reborn, like he's supposed to be getting all the training, like all of it completely. So I do kind of think it was kind of ridiculous, one, for them to draw it out, and then two, like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but like, Moraine, how dumb are you for thinking that this untrained freaking boy defeated the Dark One, and then you're gonna let him go, who's supposed to be Louis Theron reborn, so like immense power, you're just gonna let him go off on his own if he's supposed to go insane? And like the whole thing was stupid. Like,
if she would have ordered it, Lan would have stopped him dead in his tracks before they left the Blight. If she needed to, she would have hogtied him and just carried him back out. And I feel like she should have made that decision, but I think she was too distraught in her own feelings about the loss, the heavy loss that she just got, to really focus on that. Yeah. Not that absolves, you know, her wrongdoing in the situation, but it's an explanation. I think that does factor in. Let's see. TR says, you know, I think Loghain is the best source of knowledge. The best source of knowledge, maybe, but it's hard to describe how you're supposed to actually channel. And thus far, we've only seen him say something once specifically on the matter. So that's why I question how are you going to get someone that can't channel anymore to really teach him?
Wait, but here's the thing. Why are y'all like, here's my whole thing. Instead of gentling all these men who can channel, right? Why don't you treat them like the rules say that you're supposed to treat them, where you cage them and they can only channel what you want them to channel? If that was the case, and you would literally have a whole bunch of teachers, maybe even hundreds of teachers, that you would finally have for when the real dragon was reborn, and you're gonna cage him anyway to teach him the trick. Like, this whole thing was stupid, y'all.
Is that actually an Aes Sedai? Is that actually an Aes Sedai ruling?
No, I don't know if it is or not. But if what Suan is saying is,
go ahead, B. Finish up.
If what Suan is saying is right, like, okay, so for the dragon reborn, we're supposed to cage him, and he's only going to channel what we want him to channel. Well, then, y'all, anybody who declares themselves dragon, shouldn't y'all have been doing that too?
Not if they find out. I don't think they would if they find out that it's a false dragon.
But that's the thing.
I don't think there was a clause in the rule for that.
Even if you find out it's a false dragon, it's still a male that can channel.
And you would have to trap them or like cage them first, even follow your own rule, and then determine.
And then when you do finally get the dragon reborn, how the fudge are you going to teach him to channel whatever it is you want him to channel if you don't have a male that can teach him, because you keep killing them all? This is stupid. The only way gentling them and making them go even more crazy. Yeah. See, I think we're going to take the dragon reborn and put a freaking collar on him, put an Adam on him or a Dom on him, and then put a bracelet on an Aes Sedai. And get her to control the dragon reborn, because otherwise, how else is he going to use it? He just has no idea how.
I think that's where I call into question, you know, how do you curb the madness that's coming? Because and they said that, you know, there can be some small barrier, but eventually that person is going to go crazier and crazier and crazier, and you know, you're not always going to be able to control that. So I don't know that they would want a bunch of madmen that still have access to the power to do that. I mean, if something had been introduced or will be introduced that can actually, you know, let's say, you know, for lack of a better term, pacify them, like how Egwene is right now, then maybe I could see that, but they haven't shown any evidence of that.
No, but you saw what happened with Rand. It's a mixture of power and experience to overtake someone. Rand came in there, he's the Dragon Reborn, and Suan was literally like, shut up. And that was it. No, straight up, he was shielded. She didn't even try. She was like,
she shielded him,
bait fish. Like,
because he doesn't. He's beyond basic. He didn't have like, you know, a weak bark skin level 0 to go into that battle with. No, he had absolutely nothing. Yeah, she sunned his ass so fucking fast. I laughed.
That's what I'm saying. So you can literally, I'm not saying you have to keep them all like that, where you shield them all, because you have to have sisters that are, you know, taking them into shield. I get it. You can have super strong ones, but like when you find one that's like a kid, or that's like a young boy where that power pops up, man, snatch his ass and cage him. That way you'll have somebody that can explain to the actual Dragon Reborn how to do this. Because otherwise we sitting here trying to teach this boy how to pee standing up, and we can't. Like we and that was good, Jesse. The toilet. Like we got to do better. I don't know.
And it just seemed like off my soapbox. Like Suan was so disappointed too, because she was expecting a fight. She was like, "Oh, he wants to show his powers off. Great, let me see what he can do."
Right. He did that shit, and she was like, "This motherfucker,
nothing."
Right,
premature ejaculation, nothing.
Not even that. Yeah, it wasn't even that heavy. She just looked at him like, "You like, really?
Ma'am, sir, ma'am, it hit the floor." That is, it's
do
not
you know
even,
who I am? This is like a level 25 fire dragon against a freaking novice earthworm of a character, bruh. Come on, my dude.
And then if you think about it, the after conversation she had with Moraine, she was hot. I was like, oh, I know she big pissed. She was like, you trying to tell me that you was out here running around for all these months, all these years, doing all this time, you brought this man up to me with nothing. Nothing.
I mean, you didn't teach him shit. Nothing.
And they were the only two. They were the only two that truly knew full play. Like Moraine. I don't agree with everything that Swan did in this sequence, but Moraine, she has a fucking point. What the fuck?
Like what? What?
Like, okay, so
like for real.
You have known that you are the savior of the world for 6 months, and you ain't got nothing. I mean, you didn't try.
You can't even
a card trick. Look at this over here.
Look at this.
He can't even pull a Ron Weasley trying to make a damn feather float. He don't even got Wingardium Leviosa in that. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Like he doesn't even have that to reference to go on.
Like she was so pissed, and she was like, "This is what you've been running around doing. Nothing.
Also, and let's hold on. Wait. Time out on that, because that's not the first beef that she had with Moraine. The very first beef we saw, Swan brought up right in the beginning of their confrontation in the meeting that she called. Bitch, why the fuck you ain't tell me you've been stilled?
Exactly.
2 months. 2 months, baby. Nothing. 2 months. This shit has been going on, and you didn't tell me that there was a wrench in the plan like this?
Nothing. Which was stupid. Once again, stupid. Big bag.
You know what? On that note, I need to refill my rum. Y'all go ahead and talk.
I told you it's part of the reason why I'm so frustrated with Moraine. All this information she had, she could have given anybody a little piece of something, and it would have helped them out to help her. Why you gotta do it by yourself?
It doesn't. I see why she has to do it herself now, because of the prophet. Remember when she was telling them there was a long time ago, there was an Aes Sedai born in the tower with eyes so white, and she could glimpse, pieces of the wheel or whatever she could see. But we saw her. We saw that Aes Sedai growing up.
that was that old blue Sedai that we saw.
Yeah, right. And she said, and she told them. She literally told them, go do these things and don't tell nobody else.
Don't tell nobody shit.
That's why Moraine is sitting here, not being able to help, not being able to tell anybody else. But I'm like,
but at the very least, she could have told the person who was in the room with her. when she said like something about
exactly.
At least tell
that's why I won't give her a pass on that. Because one, not only is this the lead over all of the orders, this is the one in charge. This is who you take your high level orders from. And also, this is your fucking wife, bitch. Moraine, what the fuck are you doing? You cannot keep things like that from her. And again, y'all are the only two that knew the true plan. How are you not relaying the correct information?
At least to her, at the bare minimum. The barest.
Bare minimum. Let me look at what Natural is saying here. You know, the gentleman, because they can do a lot of damage during the breaking, many of them burn themselves out and change the landscape. They could bond the men, but they still will go mad. Okay. Yeah.
So the more pressing issue would be the going mad part.
And that's what I was saying before. How do you stop that madness? That's why I think they had to cage all them. They couldn't pacify them.
Go crazy. I ain't trying to stop you from going crazy, just like the government ain't trying to stop people from overdosing on freaking
opioids,
fentanyl or whatever. Like, they just like, here you go, here's some Narcan, you'll wake back up. Like, bruh, this is not my problem if you overdose on this. My whole thing is, right, brass tacks, the last war is coming, and my job on some Nick Fury stuff is to do whatever I need to do to get the tower prepared for when this boy get here. Right?
Have they been preparing though?
Kill him. The first sign of madness, fine. Kill him. Something. But y'all would have had to come up with something. It's been 3,000 years. Y'all trying to tell me y'all have not come up with no other freaking way to get these boys or these men to be under any type of control. That way you have somebody to teach the inevitable male that comes back to save us all. That's all I'm trying. I'm done. That
is also a point that I was thinking on too. You know, to what you were saying is, you know, cage them, catch them, and then train them. I think at that point it's too far gone, because a lot of times by the time they find out about these men, it's been too late, and people have been hurt already. So they're basically just like we saw in that very first scene in episode 1 of season 1, the Red Aja going after this guy because he's already done some fuck shit in his delusion. So for something like that to work, they would need to they would literally have to turn into Hogwarts. They would need to identify this person as a child and bring them in from there. And once they do start seeing the signs of madness, then if you can pacify them, like, you know, the whole situation that's going around with Egwene and whatnot, then that might be a thing. But I don't know that you could just, you know, straight up get around their madness. I don't think there's a way to contain or control that.
I got one more thing, and then I'm gonna leave it. Okay.
No, go ahead.
If you can stop the madness from impacting us negatively, who cares if they go mad? That's my whole thing. Now, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but if they literally did some crap where they did a weave on Moraine and tied it off, right? Like, that is one of those
Ishmael did that. Yeah.
Right. That's one of those weaves y'all have forgotten over thousands and thousands of years. Bruh, you can't tell me that if America had magic, that's not one of the first things we would be trying to figure out. All right, how we magic a motherfucker without having to keep magic?
If America had magic, I would figure out whatever the hell I needed to figure out to literally go and build Wakanda, and I would be the fuck out of here with all of my people.
I'm invisible.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I understand they've been taken back way back, but bruh, it's been 3,000 years. Y'all still haven't even scratched the surface on this?
Like Landfair said, it's been 3,000 years, and I'm still here doing this fuck shit.
So did Ishmael. He said the same thing.
They're still in medieval times because they have put so many stigmas in place since way back then that no one can truly trust the magic that's happening. Even with the Aes Sedai, we saw what they said last episode. These halls used to be full of women that could do this, that were willing to embrace this and properly train and learn how to do these things. But that light has been diminishing more and more and more. And now you're here stuck and you barely have a thread to weave together. So there's a lot of things that needed to have been done differently for us to have a different outcome than where we are now. And where we are now, oof, there's a whole hell of a lot of work to be done. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it. I mean, obviously, I think we're going to get like season 3 or 4.
They're already doing season 3.
They're in the middle of this fight is not going to be over quickly at all.
There's like 12 or 14 books or something like that.
Yeah, I'm just frustrated because there's too much information that could have helped this mitigate this, and exactly like they shouldn't.
Yeah, what TR says here. Yeah, they painted themselves into a corner
to avoid them painting themselves into a corner, and now they had to betray each other. Poor Swan, poor baby.
Yeah, oh, dude, bro, right, and that brings us really to the tail end of what's going down. And oh, for fuck's sake. And also, wait, hold on, to backtrack a little bit. Once we saw, the drip goddess that is Lanfear coming through wrecking shop, once it got to the point to where Swan was on the wall defending with her channelers behind her, Rand, you figured out, and we can see it on his face, you figured out what the fuck was happening once y'all got to that courtyard and got out. Why the fuck didn't you tell people that it was Lanfear that was coming?
Why would he?
Again, communication on this show is absurd. He went to her because he wasn't sure that Moraine or anyone would come through, but that did happen. So why not call off Lanfear and save at least a few lives, at least, that were unnecessarily snuffed out because she went on this rampage through the city at his behest? She wasn't going to be doing this shit until he came in and asked.
He needed her to do that, to do the distraction. If she didn't come in there,
didn't you think that was just a distraction?
Yeah. If she didn't start coming in there and blowing up stuff and all that other stuff, the brown Aja wouldn't have been able to come in there and be
wouldn't have been preoccupied. You're right.
And these people
You're right. Yeah.
They would have been all sitting in the room looking at him and shit.
That still messes me up because how many innocent people were hurt in that? And I mean, children, especially, we saw them still in those crowds too, and that's that just always rubs me the wrong way.
Like 10,000.
Meeks, what the hell are you eating over there? What you got? A lot of, like a tasty bowl of brown over there. What you got?
Nah, just some cold ass pizza.
Oh, man.
I think I learned probably in my college years where cold pizza actually was a thing that could be tasty. I understand. All right, so Corinne, I agree. Rand himself just didn't care. He was right, yeah. He was like, Lanfear, come save me. Like, you went the opposite route. But I do agree, that you can't think on the other side of that. You can't think on the other side that, that was always part of the plan from the beginning because they did need some distraction. So, yeah. Right. I was like, wait, hold on. Is it tasty though? Are the ingredients vibing with the taste buds? It's all right. I mean, look, it'd be like that sometimes. Wait, what did Jesse say here? Rand needed to borrow 40. He had to catch an Uber through the waves real quick. I get it. All right, let's see if we have anything else. Let me scroll down. Yeah, okay. Actually, once they do, our brown Aja sister comes through and she distracts the second in command to the ambulance seat, and she helps free Rand. And I want to say there was some point there where Alana was saying something, but the mission wasn't for her to go with them through the ways. I think her and her warders are gonna meet them up someplace later. But once old girl gets to the wall that Swan is on, and she hears what that girl has to say, Swan's like, you know what? Increase the guards at this point. That boy cannot leave the city. And she goes on her own side quest by herself. And honestly, I do question why she didn't take anyone with her, but I think that is, hashtag because plot. That's basically it. We needed her to be on her own and not have too much power to, that she could actually be stopped and they could meet the goal that they wanted to meet. So unfortunately, that's what had to happen. And let me scroll through the notes here again. She gets there. She confronts Baby Boo, Moraine, and it's that whole sequence just hurt my heart so much because my OTP now seems like they're getting a divorce. And if you don't read fan fiction and you don't know what OTP means, it's one true pairing. And her and Moraine and Swan are my favorite pairing on this show. And, Swan totally breaks the rules. She gives a command and she makes that command happen with use of the one power by making Moraine close that gate. And oof. And also, this is why we learned that the Brown Aja was getting that secret map from Loyal. Was it from Loyal? I think it was. I think that's where, or did she get it, or was it from Cho Chang?
She got it from the library. It was from Cho Chang. It was from
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. It was from Cho. And that is why they needed that, because they needed to find where that entrance to the ways was, so they could make the secret escape. They couldn't take regular channels out the city because all those channels would be manned and heavily guarded and or blocked. So that happened, and just it did not end well, and I didn't see this coming, but Lanfear catches up to them by this time, and she reopens the gate after totally blasting Lan against a wall and also knocking out Swan, and she says, a crippled ambulance seat is more useful than a dead one. And what we're not clear on is, what does crippling mean in her context? It could be physically, we don't know, and Swan is just laying there, but she took a hell of a hit, and that's a big hit to her mana, so she could be just too tired to get up, but then she is bleeding from the nose. There's a gash on her head that she's bleeding from. And, crippling, again, it could be somehow maybe her use of the one power is stunted now. Maybe she can't, her spine was severed and one of her discs was, dislocated or something in her spine. So she can't walk or, move on her own anymore. We don't know exactly what that means. Yeah, either way, it's going to be bad.
And I know her feelings are big hurt, but I'm just like, y'all should have had a conversation before any of this had to happen. Because at this point, Swan, she was pissed. She was not listening. She was so far mad.
And she was like,
how dare you sneak this out under? She wasn't. How dare you do this sneakery situation right underneath my nose? Just to come here when we know we need him here because we're trying to break the wheel. And she was like, I don't think you understand. Certain things have to happen, even if you are trying to break the wheel. Like he's got to announce himself in Falm, and in Falm is where Egwene is, and that's where everybody is
taking him right there.
We got to get there, and you're like, have it here. He can't be here. He has to be there. He has to be there. Like, it's the prophecy. He has to be there. So I'm just like,
and that's at whatever else is going on in the world of the lore, in the time that the wheel weaves, that is the place where the dragon always declares himself. So I think we may not get it until next season, but I think it's highly possible that Rand is going to declare himself in the finale episode.
Yeah, if it does happen, it's going to be at the very end.
So yeah, and yeah, B, I just saw your message, and yeah, we are actually pretty much at the end right now. So like, this is where we're left off. Swan gets put aside, Lan is knocked out, and Lanfear.
No, everybody's going through the portal.
Is it?
Everybody's through the portal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Lan's up. Lan,
the only person
Moraine
who's on the ground is Swan.
Right, yeah, and they leave Swan bleeding in that, and Moraine is very sad to have to leave her like that. So
girl, we gotta go. Like,
she is what could be the greater good, because leaving him just to Lanfear is not gonna help anyone.
No.
So, yeah,
no.
So overall, ladies, B, I'll start with you. What would you rate this episode? Any number out of 10 leaves of the wheel.
This was my favorite episode of the season. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it like a 7.58. Give it an 8. And the reason why is because I'm holding out for the finale to be
the finale. All right.
To see the finale because I'm expecting a few things that I'm not going to tell you guys about. But you can go to my channel and watch my video. Woo.
Come on, ma'am. You better promote. You better.
Yes, please do. Y'all heard? Okay. See, we are all looking for those videos now, B. So y'all go to B's channel, hit that subscribe and get all the notifications on the bell. So when she puts this stuff out, we can all keep up and see what's going down. And yes, Jesse, I agree. Why doesn't she have a warder? That's why I was so confused that she went out there by herself. It's nuts. But Meeks, what would you give it?
I'm gonna give it a smooth 8. I really enjoyed almost every aspect of this, even though people were getting on my nerves, but they were getting on my nerves because the character's supposed to get on your nerves at the time. So they're doing what they're supposed to do and give it supposed to have gave. So
they doing their job.
8. Exactly. I enjoyed everything, and I'm just excited to see where we're gonna end this so I can be mad because 8 episodes felt like 2 days.
Right. Yeah, and right there is the link for Lady D's channel. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you. And yeah, I think I'm going to go with a solid 8.25, and only that because just like B, I think we're going to get some really cool gut punches, some really cool, wrap-ups, and some more mysteries and questions that we're left with till season 3 in the finale. And I think it's all going to be great and worthwhile. So, fingers are crossed that we're not jinxing ourselves on that. B has told us what she has coming up. She's got some scripts written for some different subjects, and I am looking forward to it. B, remind me of the one show we had chatted about the other day, so I can catch up on that. So if you do discussions on it, I can be ready. Meeks, what you got going?
What was it?
Was it the
it was the animated series.
Oh, Strange Planet. Planet.
I think that was it. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to get into that. So we'll see how that goes. Meeks, let the folks know what are you watching when we know you're watching Fringe.
Yes, that's what I'm watching. Yes, is what I'm watching. It's a lot. I'm on season 2 of Fringe.
Fringe is so good, y'all.
Totally enjoying that bitch. Season 2 of that.
It's so good.
I am watching K-drama Moving, which is really excellent. I'm getting ready to start Song of the Bandits, which is the K-drama. I am starting Gen V. Y'all, the boy spinoff. Yeah, it's
yes.
Yes.
We're gonna be starting that too.
What else am I doing? Anime is all over the place, but I am doing Castlevania Nocturne, which is really good. I finished that 100%, so I just got to edit and put it up. What else? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm wrapping up What's Wrong with Secretary Kim.
Okay.
I got to finish Yellow Jackets. I feel like I'm missing something. I've got to finish Ragnarok. And then for the game,
is that like a 3rd season that's out?
Yeah, 3rd season of Ragnarok.
Damn it, I gotta catch
up.
It's
been out. Yeah, it's been out. It's been out for like 2 or 3 months.
Damn. Okay, I gotta catch up on
that. Games, a spooky season. I'm trying to play something that's more scary than I would allow myself to play.
Are you chancing Outlast this season?
No.
I keep thinking about it, but then I'm like, I don't want to have to sleep with the lights on for a month.
No, not for me. No. I haven't decided yet, but I'm still working on games. I put up Resident Evil DLC, Final Fantasy, and Day of the Diver stuff that's ongoing right now. Even though I've finished 2 of them. Yes, you're correct.
Yes. Yeah, I haven't watched Castlevania myself, but I've seen a lot of people talk about it.
Nocturne,
yeah, I'm here for it.
This series has a lot of chocolate in it. Has a lot of melanation in it.
Okay.
And it's fantastic. Yes. So that's all I'm doing. That's it, I think.
Good stuff. Sure. All right. And also, just because Meeks just reminded me of anime, if you like, random descriptions and deep dives into maybe just one certain storyline or a villainous character, I would encourage everyone to go check out the Black Air Force Club, quote unquote, that CJ the Champ covers. And he basically takes like all anime characters and says, okay, exhibit A, B, C, and D. This is why these assholes are like kings of the Black Air Force energy. And they're on the Black Air Force round table. Totally hilarious the way he does it. And it's awesome. So go check him out. Just search CJ the Champ. You'll see what I'm talking about. Coming up for me tomorrow, I actually got 2 things going on tomorrow. I will be on with Fandom and DJ to wrap up the season finale of Only Murders in the Building, season 3, and then I think that we're going to start that around 8. Usually only go for an hour, so we're going to get that done, and then at 9, I will be on with the ladies from Thousand Eyes and One, and we're going to talk about it's spooky season for us. So we've done spooky season things together before, so now we're doing this one. It's a old radio narration type show, and I listened to the episode we're going to be talking about earlier today. It's going to be a lot of fun, so go check out. Thousand Eyes and One, Tanya and Nikki, they were on with the House of Dragon finale with us, and other videos we've done before that. So come check us out. It's going to be a fun time. Thursday, I'll be back on again with the boys for Ahsoka. I think this is the Ahsoka finale. We'll be covering also.
Loki.
Yeah, and and then from there we're gonna go to Loki and Gen V. Yeah, Loki and Gen V are our next 2 that we'll be covering there. And I got a bunch of creepypasta discussions and favorite witches, favorite werewolves, entities, and favorite cryptids countdowns that I'm gonna do for the spooky season. We got some movies we're gonna talk about. Last year with Thousand Eyes and Ones we did Dream Warriors, which is part 3 of Nightmare on Elm Street, and before that we did Serpent and the Rainbow. So we're gonna wrap up the Nancy trilogy, as we call it, for Nightmare on Elm Street. I think Thousand Eyes and One, they're doing the first Nightmare on Elm Street, and then we'll be wrapping up with the Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which had all of the quote unquote real world Nancy storyline. So stay tuned. I got a few guests coming on with me to have some fun during the spooky season. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I got I'm in a writer's group, and some of us are going to write some short stories for it. I'm going to try to build it as like a tribute to Are You Afraid of the Dark? If you guys ever watched that when you were a kid on Nick at Night. It's a fun, spooky kids show. So stay tuned for some things, and go follow the ladies, of course, B and Meeks. All their links are down below. Go follow Thousand Eyes and One. All of their links are in the description as well. And come back next Monday. We'll be talking about the wrap up for this season, and we'll see where we go from there. So thanks everyone for coming through and hanging with us. Always a pleasure, always a blast, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.